Tuesday. So it's Brutalball here on the internet. Just keep pressing the button until everything happens correctly. It's all happening correctly, and that's a solid. I checked my microphone was on there. Everything. It's all great. Tale of two stories for you this week. Two tales of two stories. Two tales of one story, or independently two stories. The first of which is teams who are looking for their first win. And here in Divisional Week, we will start with Grazer Ridge up against the Wizard Hole Wizards. Well, I think the Wizards have got a shot. Grazer Ridge are they're not looking like they did last season. I'll tell you that for nothing. But you never know. Good, let's play the game. That was an absolutely stellar intro. Yeah, I mean, people are not going to get over that intro for a long old time. Right, who's starting with the ball? It is the Wizards, kicking off here on a poisoned field where bad things can happen. And it's a lovely run from Tension Soda for 7 on the first play. Energy Hussein gets one away to fancy team favourite Eddie Pogribniak for 32. Here comes Lenny Luxury. Not sure where that one was going, but it's probably got there by now. 3rd and 10. Hussein to Pogribniak. Breaks the tackle, gets the first down. Team captain doing well. Luxury chucks one, Emphysema drops the ball. This is not sterling play so far, but Pogribniak's holding them together, getting 7 there. But that one is deflected by Rubinho, giving Grazer Ridge their first possession, and they get tackled for a loss on the first play. Girded Fang, though, making the moves. A nice 15-yard gain. Karen's now hitting the sticks, assuming, of course, that sticks is a thing you hit. And Rubinho with a nice catch, breaks the first tackle, and he's off as well. Grazer Ridge moving the ball, I would say, slightly better than the Wizards were. Only slightly, but I mean, it's early doors. Anyway, they've dropped possession as well, and so now we're back with the Wizards again. And Rubinho and whatever his name is. Oh, yeah, they're doing a sterling job at breaking up passes. Anyway, Dick Miner back with Grazer Ridge again, throws one to Karen, who gets 9 yards. Fang to the sideline. Rubinho's there all alone, having decked Emphysema and got himself a nice open running position. And Karen Woman opens the scoring, 1-0 Grazer Ridge. Lenny Luxury with an 8-yard gain. Wizards hoping to answer back swiftly. Luxury thrown. Deflected by Karen, it's 2nd and 10. Tension Soda, nice piece of running. Just joined the team this week, unless I'm mistaken. I was fairly certain this was this week. No, you were looking at Soda as a potential star card. Did Soda end up being a star card? I can't remember. I've got a lot on. Hussein with a 4-yard run brings up 3rd and goal. Lenny Luxury to get it done. There is an injury. And Girded Fang has been put down by Rufus Paper Trail as a touchdown is scored. And the Wizards have tied it up. Karen runs for 11, getting Grazer Ridge going again. And that's Madame Pompadour, who's now in the lineup playing runner. It's a bit loud. Okay, I can make it less loud. That's certainly possible. Take it down to about there. Just keep it casual. That's a touchdown. You maybe missed a touchdown. It was a 42-yard Nigel Prison special. A fumble there into the hands of Energy Hussein as the Wizards take possession back again. Hussein carrying it 20 yards. That one's overthrown. Here's Luxury on 2nd and 10. That one's deflected by Nigel. Tension Soda on 3rd down. Deflected by Nigel again. And Grazer Ridge get possession back. Okay. Paper Trail makes a catch, gets 4 on the first down, but on 2nd down, not a lot happening. And they're stopped. The Wizards' defence done a relatively decent job at stopping a runaway Grazer Ridge offensive manoeuvre. Luxury to Pogribniak for 7, keeps the Wizards going. Emphysema with a nice catch, gets 22. Here's Hussein on 1st down. To Emphysema again, and it's another 1st down, and they can see the end zone. And they're in there, and it's Pogribniak with his 5th touchdown of the year. Wizards tie it up again as we hit half-time. 2-2. Well, okay. Yeah, there goes Karen. Will the coaches mix it up? It wasn't Madame Pompadour, it's Rufus Paper Trail. Well, both the surnames start with P. Yeah, well done. A sack from Pitkin Roaring Fork. gives the Wizards some optimism, which is then shattered as Karen Woman carries it 21 yards. Paper Trail gets nothing off that one at all. Minor on 2nd and 9. Throws a short one, and that gives them 3rd and 2. Karen. It's intercepted by Soda. Well, that's the kind of defensive play that has been keeping the Wizards in contention in this game. Luxury runs it for 2. Soda is sacked by Ominous Bob. 3rd and 11. Hussein throws it away. Pity. We're rooting for the underdogs today, people. That's who we're rooting for. Yeah. Except in one game where we won't be rooting for the underdog. Rubinho recovers an offensive fumble, keeps the ball moving in the right direction. Paper Trail again gets not a lot from that one. Dick Minor runs it, gets 3. 3rd and 6. Karen? No. Soda to Progribniak, 16 yards, and then a sack from Bob. Here comes Lenny the Luxury, nothing doing. 3rd and 12. Soda waits it out. Completes to Progribniak. Nige is unable to provide cover, and that's a 27-yard gain just when they needed it. Hussein runs it for 1. 2nd and 9. Lenny. Only 3 there. 3rd and 5. Soda's going to try and take it there. Just stopped short, but it required a real pile-on from the defense. Pile on. Not pile on. No, pile on. In order to make that happen. Paper Trail to Rubinho. We haven't seen a lot of Josh Rubinho. He's made a couple of defensive plays, but offensively, he's not really been seen very much. And it's an interception. Progribniak, who doubtless will have fantasy fans going, oh, good. Making another interception from his career. Hussein throws it straight back to the opposing team. Rubinho's picked it off. Mention his name, and he makes a play. 19 plays left. It's still 2-all, and we've only had 1 injury in the game so far. So, ooh. Drama. 1st and 10. Dick Minor throws out to Rubinho, gets the 1st down. They're on the 16-yard line of the Wizards, and Grazer Ridge are looking pretty tasty on this drive. 2nd and 2. Nothing doing. 3rd and 3. Minor. Rubinho touchdown. 3-2 Grazer Ridge. Wizards have this drive. Hussein gets the 1st down. They're still moving. Luxury goes for a run, and he shouldn't have. Soda on 2nd and 10. Deflected by Nigel Prison. Do or die time? Well, that answers that then. 8 plays to go. Grazer Ridge with the ball. They will probably score on this drive as well to make it look a little more one-sided than reality. But a good fight put up by the Wizards. But they came up just short. There you see. Oh, how did you know they were going to score? It felt to me like their offense had started to call the kinds of plays that were getting them some momentum. And the Wizards lack that kind of breakaway player who you kind of go, the chips are down, we need 40 yards. Who are we getting it to? Well, we haven't got one of them. Exactly. And that's all over. Grazer Ridge 4, Wizards 2. Good game. Josh Rubinho, 72 fan points, is player of the game. 135 receiving, a touchdown, a couple of deflections, 15 tackles. 15 tackles, that's meaningful. And an interception. Wizards still looking for their 1st win this season. Progribniak, player of the game for the Wizards, with 59 fan points. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I'm only going to read out the underdog player of the game if they've done something meaningful. Next up, you've got another team looking for its 1st win this season, the Wretched Minstrels. How the Minstrels have fallen. Are they about to make a comeback against Port Miggins? Yeah, could happen. It depends if they can pick out Vectrix often enough. I mean, that's their play. I mean, they haven't got many, and that's it. That's the Minstrels' one play, and if they do it often enough, they'll win. On 1st down, it will be Crash Zodiac for the Minstrels, who will get us underway. He opted to run it and regretted that decision. Randy Flappins with the throw, and it's intercepted by Four-Fingered Owls, who's in his 2nd season, but just made his 1st career interception. Scratchy McHenry on 3rd down throws it away. Minstrels have got it back again. They get it out to Flappins, obviously trusting in a little bit of evasive running, Flappins gets a 43-yard gain there. He's now got the ball and he's running it outside the line. Gets another 14. Jeffy Conservative with the throw. Mildred Slippins making a catch. Inside the 5, and Flappins has got a touchdown, and that's his 10th of the year. Nice going. Minstrel's looking pretty good without having to rely on their speedster. Dougie Conglomerate making a run for the Pirates. Picks up a comfortable 13 yards there. McHenry gets nowhere. Freddie Two-Beard giving it a go. Gets only 4. 3rd and 5. Conglomerate throws a short one as Scratchy McHenry gets himself injured by Professor Feetham. Arnie Hamburger has subbed in for the Pirates. Okay, what's happening? The Minstrels had a drive and it ended, so we're back with the Pirates again. Conglomerate runs it on 2nd and 10, outpacing Flint Savant, who's trying to make the tackle, getting a first down past the halfway line. Freddie Two-Beard's doing a big nothing, but here goes Conglomerate again, who really should be playing for me. 25-yard gain is Arnie Hamburger on first down. He only gets 1 yard. Freddie Two-Beard on second gets only 1 yard. Dougie. First down. Okay, here comes Arnie Hamburger on first down. Has it deflected. Two-Beard on second down. No yards. Dougie. Touchdown. It's almost like the only thing that's working there is Dougie Conglomerates. 3rd and 2 for the Minstrels. Jeff Conservative throws it away. Vectrix isn't even on the field. Yes, he is. I just saw him. Well, who's he being covered by that means he's not getting to play? I don't know. Anyway, Minstrels in possession again. Zodiac runs it for 7. Mildred Slippins making another catch off a Randy Flappins pass. Conservative goes nowhere. His Zodiac throws a short one to Conservative that doesn't get him very much at all. 3rd and 10 Flappins. Runs out of gas, only gets 7 yards. We're back in the company of the Pirates. And this game is currently a 1-all tie as we get closer to half-time. And there goes Randall Frippery. Crash Zodiac couldn't make a tackle. Whoever that was couldn't make one either. And that's a 53-yard gain for the Pirates. And they're staring down the barrel of the end zone, assuming the end zone has a barrel. Doesn't really matter because Arnie Hamburger could only get 3 yards. Zodiac making a lovely bit of running there, getting good blocks to pick up 19 yards. Here's Flappins. An optimistic throw, and he gets it to Vectrix, who manages to break the first tackle and the second and grabs 40 yards. Jeff Conservative on first down. They're on the opposing, 34. Flappins with a nice catch. Randy Flappins. We like the look of him. He's only a halfling, but you know what? He's got gumption. I like the gumption on display from Randy Flappins. There's Mildred Slippins, gets them down to the 2-yard line. They've got a 1st and goal. Zodiac Slippins, touchdown. 2-1 Minstrels. Freddie Two-Beard picks up 3 yards. Then there's a completion out to, I don't know, someone. Conglomerate with the throw. Hamburger runs for 4. Two-Beard picks up the first down with a 7-yard gain. Dougie, what's he going to do? Dougie's running it. Nice. 8 yards for Doug Conglomerate. He's averaging 8.5 per carry in the game at the moment. Arnie Hamburger there picking up a comfortable 12. Freddie runs it for 2. Dougie. No, Doug. No, not inside the line, Doug. Goes nowhere. See, Arnie just did the same thing, and the Pirates have been stopped again. Tippitude Williams with the deflected pass that I think was intended for Vectrix. Conservative goes to Slippins. Nice 22-yard first down. Zodiac looking. Finds Jeff Conservative, who picks up 6. 2nd and 3. Flappins. He should have run it, Randy. You had it. You had the first down. It was staring you in the face, son. Anyway, that's the end of that drive, and we're back with the Pirates again. Yeah. Doug gets a 10-yarder. There goes Hamburger. He picks up 8. Freddie Two-Beard needs a first down. He doesn't get it. 3rd and 1. Doug has the first down because that's what he's for. Hamburger to the outside of the line. Zodiac obviously can't make a tackle to save his life. Hamburger picks up 14 yards. Two-Beard goes nowhere. Conglomerate goes nowhere. 3rd and 9. Hamburger, throw it. All right, please yourself. To the end zone. Arnie Hamburger ties the scores up at 2-all with 1 quarter of play remaining in the game. Flappins gets a lovely block in the backfield as Kofi Molotov has been injured by Norman Speedboat, and the Pirates have brought on Angelo Rapscallion to play blocker 3. Nobody cares about blocker. Blocker 3 is you kind of go like, well, he's got more blocking than an elf. so he might as well play. What's happening at the moment? Pirates have got the ball. Doug's got the ball. Doug's got the ball. An 18-yard carry for Doug Conglomerate. Gets them close, but then Vectrix has intercepted the pass. It's his first pick of the season. And at 2-2 with 15 plays remaining, the Minstrels are driving. Or would be if they complete this one. They're not doing it anymore because Crash Zodiac dropped the ball. Oh, Crash. Oh, dearie me. Yeah. 3rd and 7 Pirates, and the Minstrels get one last chance. 9 plays to go. Slip-ins, first down. Freddie Too Big gets himself injured by Norman Speedboat. They brought Bismarck Heath on. Pirates down another player. As Vectrix gets a catch at the right time in the game. That's only his second catch of the game, but he went 34 yards. 5 plays to go. Randy runs it up the middle. It's a 3rd and 4, and that's the game. That's it. It's going to be a tie. It is. It's going to be a tie. Last play of the game, 3rd and 10. Bismarck Heath in possession, gets 1 yard. It's 2-2. It's Jeff, everybody. Yep. 2-2. A solid game. Norman Speedboat gets player of the game for the Minstrels with 59 fan points. 40 of those points came from pancakes. 2 of them came from injuring opposing players. Standard days operations going on there. Good one. Only 2 catches for Vectrix. Very strange. Obviously closely marked. Obviously. Okay. Doug Conglomerate, number 1 for the Pirates in that one. Did he do much? Nothing really. No, he got a sack and he got a tackle for loss. And, that was okay. Okay. A tie. No one's really unhappy about a tie, but no one's happy about it either. Let's find our last contender for Underdog Heroes of the Revolution, and it's Lingo Blend taking on the Marsupials. Okay. The Minstrels did the injuring. They didn't get injured themselves. Sweaty Marsupials this season 1 and 3 at this point, which is a bit odd, given how overwhelming they've been in the last couple of years. And they're going up against Lingo Blend, who have yet to make it work, and it does look like it might be snowing. So it's anybody's guess. Anybody's guess. Yeah. Well, what's going to happen? Well, I don't know, but the Lingo Blend have got the ball here at a home game, and Shamrock Bubblejet immediately tackles for a loss. Then Brenda Ferrite drops the ball. Charity Milk Flimsy on 3rd and 11, nothing doing. Over to the Minstrels. Frenchman runs it for a whole yard. Madame Pompadour throws one out. She plays for the Marsupials. Yeah, I knew that. I was just testing, as you say. Bubblejet runs a 17-yarder, keeping the Minstrels going, but not a lot's working for them right now. Chris Turbulence makes a deflection for Lingo Blend. Pompadour doesn't get very much, and on 3rd down they can't complete. Here comes Ray-Ban for Lingo Blend. Not a lot. Turbulence, a little bit. 3rd and 2. Milk Flimsy. Intercepted by Madame Pompadour. Now, the interesting thing about that play, there were no Lingo Blend players anywhere near there. Not even one. Not a single one. Bubblejet picks up 9. Frenchman. Did I say Minstrels? I meant Marsupials. Yeah. It's easily done, because you just engage your mouth and your brain just occasionally turns up and goes, what did you just say? And I go, I've got no idea what I just said. What's happening at the moment? Marsupials up by 1 and they've got the ball again. Here goes a Frenchman. He picks up 5 yards. It's 2nd and 4. Pompadour throws, and that's a catch by someone. Tongo has got the catch. And is down. And Hack Murphy's been injured. Well, game's over. Let's stop watching. Raj Firewall there coming up off the bench and getting a sack immediately. You'll have to see it. President Scroob there catching the ball behind the line. There's another injury. Chris Turbulence has got himself injured by President Scroob, and John the Plum has subbed in. Raj Firewall appears to be playing receiver for Lingo Blend. Well, that's a choice. Ray-Ban runs it for 24. The Plum on 1st and 10 has it deflected by Gillian Void Monkey. Oh, yeah, she plays for this lot now. I sold them to the Chefs, and then they sold them to the Marsupials. President Scroob, though, has just picked up a fumble and taken it back the other way. Frenchie chucks it, intercepted by Charity Milk Flimsy. A first career interception going on there. Second and 6, the Plum runs for nothing. Milk Flimsy on third and 6, throws a short one, it doesn't work. Back with the Marsupials again. Bubble Jet gets the first down, an 11-yard gain. Pompadour, 2 Frenchmen. And that is another first down. Bubble Jet moving it ever so slightly. Frenchman looking for a target. Just over the head of Gillian Void Monkey, who had a step or two on the cover. But doesn't matter because Brenda Ferrite's just intercepted the ball. Lingo Blend have got it back again, and they need a scoring drive here. And Brenda says, I'll take it. A 37-yard touchdown from Brenda Ferrite for Lingo Blend. Meanwhile, Gillian Void Monkey has just caught the pass for the Marsupials and is going a very long way. 73 yards, in fact. Frenchman takes it the rest of the way. Marsupials up 3-1. Whew. Yeah, that Void Monkey, yeah, I know, she's pretty good. She is pretty good, but it's about finding a team where she'll find a role that she can fulfill. Lingo Blend crash out on 3 downs, and we are back with the Marsupials, but they are on 3rd and 10. Bubble Jet cannot gain 10 yards there and gains only 3. And as halftime rolls around, it's 3-1 Marsupials. Ray-Ban with a lovely bit of running for the All-Stars gets 20. The Plum throws. Milk Flimsy with the catch. She gets a lovely block from behind there and gains 31. Flimsy throws. Firewall, he's got the moves. No, he hasn't. 22 yards gained, though. And Ray-Ban can see the end zone, but he can't get there. Can the Plum get there? Yes, he can. Throws to Ferrite for her second touchdown of the game. It's 3-2. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Raj Firewall's just inflicted a fumble. And the All-Stars have got it back again. And they're not a million miles away from the end zone. But they've got to get a first down before they do that. 3rd and 4. Flimsy out of bounds. Back to the Marsupials. Yeah. Don't throw in a foggy field. You can do, but it's not foggy anyway. It's snowing. What do we got? Bubble Jet. He's running. He's going places. He's got 16 yards. Frenchman on 1st and 10 gets it to Void Monkey, who's got the pace to beat just about anyone on the field. Maybe Brenda Ferrite can get some action in there. Bubble Jet on a 2nd and 10 goes backwards. The Frenchman on 3rd down has it deflected by Ray-Ban. We've got 30 plays left in the game. Plenty of time for Lingo Blend to tie this up, but can they get the win? Can any of these winless teams turn around their fortunes this week? The answer so far is 1 loss, 1 tie, as the Marsupials score again, and John the Plum's got himself injured by President Scroob. Eric PowerPoint has subbed in for the All-Stars. PowerPoint runs it, picks up 10 yards. That'll be the best run he's ever made in his entire career, because he isn't quick. 3rd and 11. PowerPoint throws to Ferrite, gets the first down. Milk Flimsy throws an interception. That's not the play. No, it isn't. 2nd and 10, Marsupials with 20 plays remaining. Bubble Jet gives up on passing, runs it 6. Ray-Ban gets 1. PowerPoint throws. Ferrite with the catch gets 22. Lingo Blend looking to score 2 plays. Hang on, what happened there? No, they've still got it. It's 2nd and 14. Ray-Ban's got it. But he didn't get there. And then PowerPoint throws it away, and that's it. I'm calling it. Yes, that's the ball game. Marsupials take possession back once more. Bubble Jet gets them a first down immediately. It's going to end 5-2 as Void Monkey scores them another touch. It might actually be more than 5-2. Lovely bit of running from Ray-Ban, but he's erratic is his problem. He is not consistently getting the blocks necessary to make full use of his swerving little halfling skills. But he's doing it here. Lovely bit of swerving halfling skill there. 21 yards gained. PowerPoint throws is deflected by Pompadour. 2nd down. A wide open Brenda Ferrite gets 27 yards. Oh, maybe we can pull one back. Nope. Gillian Void Monkey with the interception. And, well, that's that then, isn't it? Yeah, it is a bit. It is. Do you have to do that there? Is that absolutely necessary, you wretched animal? 3rd and... No, three plays left. First and again. Frenchie. Coriander, touchdown, 6-2. Final score. An almost effort from Lingo Blend. Too little was working for them, which led to a comfortable victory for the Marsupials. Madame Pompadour leading the way with 101 fan points, the majority of which were gained defensively, thanks to 8 pass deflections, 138 passing, 3 touchdowns, and an interception thrown. Interception picked off, rather. Beg your pardon. Don't mind if I do. Void Monkey, 81 fan points. Ruthie Spasm, 77. Tongo Coriander, 54. And then the Lingo Blend best player, Brenda Ferrite, with 111 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 3 deflections, and an interception. Not the result that we wanted. Have we got any more underdogs? I think that's it for Underdog Fest season whatever. So we're going to get into some regular old games before we look at the other end of the table. Stardozers are taking on the Voo Boys, and both teams are they're in the chase. Everyone's in the chase for the top of the division at the moment. Nobody seems to be wanting to front run it. So let's see if either of these two clowns have got anything to front run with. It is a beautiful day for some brutal ball. Stardozers 2 wins, Voo Boys 2 wins. It will be the Voo Boys kicking things off. Vincent Rimshot. You sure? Yeah. Vincent Rimshot, nice piece of running, gets 9 yards. Here's Devon Magruder, who's been in the league for a little while, but hasn't played an awful lot. Passes to Karen Hare for a 20-yard first down. Very nice. Rimshot chucks it. It's Bertha Raccoon with the catch and go, and that's 23 yards. Magruder, another completion, 16 gained. Tanklart throws to the flat. Magruder makes the catch, but it was in a terrible position. Didn't get anywhere with it. 3rd and 10. Magruder running the ball. Can only get 5 yards, and that's the end of that. However, Magruder's just intercepted it, carried it back, and they've got a 1st and goal. And there's the touchdown. Karen Hare's 106th career touchdown. And the Voo Boys, I'll pronounce words in the long form at some point, get the go-ahead score. But there goes Davy Onions, and it seems like nobody can be bothered scoring him, or maybe they're just frightened of tackling him. Nobody can be bothered scoring him. I meant tackling. Sharp. Anyway, 3rd down, doesn't go anywhere. Voo Boys have the ball back. Magruder, 2nd and 8. Good run, gets the 1st down. Tanklart, sacked by first contact. Here's Vincent Rimshot on a 2nd and 13. And that's out to Karen, who easily shrugs off a tackle from Lloyd Gadzooks and goes 33 yards. Voo Boys looking fairly solid offensively. Only fairly solid. Only fairly solid. And that one doesn't work. All right, back to Stardozer. Gadzooks gets the catch off Club Bollinger, goes 16. Here's Davy Onions. I mean, he's a power through people kind of a runner, but on that one, he was pinballing his way round like he was a halfling. And he's a demon, for crying out loud. Bollinger throws. It's got nothing on it. 2nd and 10. Onions running the ball. I don't think Rimshot's going to make that tackle. Nope. Nobody makes that tackle. That's a touchdown. It's 1-all. Magruder with the catch as Voo Boys go back the other way. Magruder now running it a little bit more. Gets 3 yards. Yeah, I suppose. 3rd and 7. Rimshot completes to Karen. And Karen gets 16 yards, picking up the 1st down in the process. Magruder gives up on passing it and then tries passing it and throws it into thin air. It was an interesting idea. Rimshot throws. Hare. No. You're here till the end of the hour, Caldo. Right, okay, I'll expedite our team. Okay. Our showdown. At present, it's first down for the Stardozers. Davy Onions taking the ball as they move into Voo Boy territory. Close fought one so far. 1-all is the scoreline. Gadzooks makes a catch. Sir Randall Madam is dropped. First contact, the Inflictor Thrud Gum has subbed into the lineup for the Voo Boys. Onions gets the go-ahead score for Stardozer as Karen Hare just basically shoves Lloyd into the floor and then goes on a 54-yard stroll upfield. Magruder gets 1. Tanklart on 2nd and 8 gets 1. 3rd and 7. Rimshot deflected by DeMarcus Rotoscope. And we're going back with Stardozer again, and they've given it to the team captain. Onions picking up 51 yards off Club Bollinger. Onions running it, gets 10 yards. 8 carries for 97 in the game at the moment, which is good. Joe slung a 20 in a bucket. Thank you for holding the game. You're welcome, Joe. No problem at all. Onions. He's just not being tackled. Inability to tackle is proving to be David Onions' greatest skill. Or rather, inability on the opposing team to have the ability to tackle. Skill greatest. Magruder with a nice catch for the Boo Boo Boys picks up the first down. Tanklark gets only 3 off that next pass. Then they get the ball out to Bertha, it looked like. 2nd and 9. Rim shot. Nobody to throw to there. Magruder gets him the first down. It's 1st and goal on from about the 4. Not that way. Rim shot. 2nd and goal. Touchdown Voo Boys. 3-2 now. Voo Boys need to stop. So there goes Onions again. Yeah, you need to bring 4 or 5 really big lads to stop him. He's averaging 13.7 a carry in the game so far as Gadzooks gets him another first down. And wide open once again. He's going to get him down to the 5-yard line. Onions round the outside to the end zone. It's a touchdown. 4-2. Stardozer. Rim shot. Throws. It's caught by Bertha, who picks up 34. She's having a decent enough game. 136 receiving. She'll have added to that total there. However, hold on. Nope, still. It's now 4-3. The gap's back down to 1. That was a Bertha Raccoon special going on there. 3-4 plays back-to-back into the end zone. Everybody's happy. Rotoscope throws to Gadzooks, who gets the first. Stardozer looking to maintain the lead comfortably as the final quarter is almost upon us. Onions. There you go. He eventually fell over just out of boredom, I suspect. But Gadzooks gets the touchdown, and it's back to a 2-point lead, 5-3. Karen's going to take us into Stardozer's half of the field. Magruder is brought down by Club Bollinger, who is so lightweight looking, I didn't think he'd do it. But there's a nice run from Tanklart, who's still on his feet. Impressive run from Ocean Tanklart, 37 yards gained. The difference is cut to 1 again. Does rather require the Boo Boo Boys to make a stop, which we've not seen lately. No. I mean, I would suggest stuffing something large into the face. Devon's been injured by ostentatious smack as the Boo Boo Boys lose a player who's done reasonably well for them in this one. Gonzalo Laurie has come on instead and immediately completes a pass to Bertha. I'm so tired. They've completed a pass to Bertha, who gets them the first down. So he's clearly read the playbook. Laurie throws a short one, a rim shot. That could have gone wrong any number of ways, but rim shot gets them down to about the 1.5. There's the touchdown. Difference is back to 1 again. 6-5 is the score. Stardozer with the ball, and they get stuffed on 2nd down, and that's actually going to stop them. The Boo Boo Boys going to stop. Can they capitalise? Laurie, no. Tanklart, 3rd and 10. Not this time, son. Only 2 yards. Stardozer have got it back again. 5 plays remaining in the game. And David Onions has got him a first down. Rotoscope throws. It's deflected by Tanklart. Bollinger through the centre of the line. Comfortably running for the first. 14 yards gained. 2 plays left. Last play of the game. Marcus Rotoscope throws. It is deflected, but it's too little too late. Stardozer Human Resources get a 6-5 win. Vincent Rimshot for the Boo Boo Boys is player of the game. That's how close this one was. With 64 fan points, 274 passing, 4 touchdowns, and a deflection. David Onions for Stardozer getting the number 1 spot. Did nothing defensively. You'd think a big beefy lad like that would do something, but no. 200 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, nothing else. No. Can't tackle. I don't understand a demon who can't tackle. Right, since Caldo's only here briefly, we'll jump ahead and Bulldozer Power taking on the Fire Chefs. Fire Chefs have signed themselves Jack Mercury. Yeah, that Jack Mercury, the good one. Yeah. Viv looks like she's moved back to Gunner alongside Disco Collins. That's 2 speedsters. Ooh, sneaky. Interesting. I mean, I've got to lose at some point. Might as well be here. And it's a hot old day. It's a hot one. Well, I put Sticky Pierre on thinking I might need a bit of speed, and I was right to do so. Yeah. It is going to be the Fire Chef starting with the ball since it's their field. Jack Mercury tries running it. He doesn't go anywhere. Bessie goes nowhere. Typewriter on third down, sacked by Big Steve. Argo, Ross gets it to Sheriff Rotten, who's in the lineup, and that's a nice 16-yard gain. Steve throws, Pierre, touchdown. Boom, 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 boom. Right, okay. Viv has got a catch. A nice 30-yard gain. Viv over 10,000 yards in her career, which is impressive stuff. Good pass there, but the gang tackle stops it going anywhere quickly. But Viv, you see it as there's Viv. 43 yards off the Jack Mercury pass. Bessie Grapeshot, chance in a run, gets 3. Typewriter stuffed behind the line. And there's a touchdown. Viv Crumble makes it 1-1. And there goes Pierre, who's also got really good stamina, which is what you need in a heat wave. 57 yards from Pierre. Steve's running it. Go on, Steve. Go on, mate. There you go. 17 yards from Big Steve. The Sheriff. Deflected in the end zone by Collins. Ross. That's a Julio Lobster touchdown. Jackie Mercury with the pass has it deflected by Pierre. Great shot. Throws. Deflected by Pierre again. Good lad. And then Collins drops the ball. Beat him to death with a baseball bat. Steve throws. Lobster catching in the side there. Has got us down to the 5-yard line again. The Sheriff. Touchdown Lobster. 3-1 BDP. Viv catches a 1-yarder. Grape shot. Stuffed at the line. Here's Typewriter. Gets it to Mercury, but he can only pick up 3. BDP taking possession again. Steve getting a rare catch there. Goes for 5. He then throws it. Unsurprisingly, it's deflected. The Sheriff has his pass intercepted by Bessie Grapeshot. And the Chefs take back over. Typewriter immediately getting a catch. Yeah. Viv now getting the next one. Pierre unable to do anything about that. 21 yards gained. Chefs moving the ball upfield quite nicely. Pierre with the deflection. Here's Mercury. That was deflected by Ed Bigmother. Grape shot. Throws to Collins, who breaks tackles and gets the touchdown. 3-2. Puke throws to Lobster. And that's a 26-yard gain. Steve on first. Has his pass intercepted by Viv Crumble because Steve shouldn't be passing. Hey-ho, though. Jackie Mercury to Collins. It's another touchdown. The speed is paying off. Okay. 3-3. It was looking like it was only going to go one way, but the Chefs have chosen their team wisely. Pierre picks up 29 off Sheriff Rotten. Ross throws, deflected by Collins. 2nd down. And Steve's thrown it to Julio, who will go the distance. 4-3. Okay, yeah, a big sack from Big Steve Morey there on 1st down. Ross gets a deflection. Typewriter completes to Collins, who's got the 1st down again. Evasive little so-and-so. I hope no one breaks both his legs. Mercury completes it to Collins once more, and he goes for 24 yards. Grape shot on 1st down. Has it deflected by Steve? That looked like a sack to me. Typewriter goes 5. His Mercury completes to Grape shot. 1st down. Injured by Sheriff Rotten, and Eva Composite has subbed in. That's not a terrible substitution. Eva Composite's solid. She's just not very quick. 3rd and 13. Chefs with the ball, trailing by 1 at half-time, and they get stopped. However, Ross has just been sacked and he's fumbled the ball, but we did get it back again, and Steve's running it. Go on there, big man. There you go. 20 yards gained from Big Steve. The Sheriff throws it out there to Julio. Way to go, Julio. 42 yards gained. Ross, Julio, touchdown. Jackie Mercury chucks it to Olivetti Typewriter, who's fumbled it, and we got it. Hank Donk, the lineman number 3, making the fumble recovery there. Julio with a 19-yard gain. That's a terrible throw. Who was that? I think no, it was the Sheriff. Ross threw a terrible throw as well. What's going on, people? You people are pretty good at throwing, usually. Steve takes his time, but eventually breaks free of all of the corpses surrounding his feet and gets the 1st down. Sheriff Rotten for 1 yard. Ross, end zone. Julio, touchdown. There goes Eva Composite, easily breaking a tackle. And another one. Getting 48 yards off the pass from Jack Mercury. Eva running it on 2nd down, gets nowhere on the next play. 2nd play, 1st down, but, I mean, you know how it's working. Yeah. Collins, touchdown. Flipping heck, he's... I love Disco Collins. Disco Collins is great. I'd have Disco Collins on my team, but you see, Sticky Pierre's got a better name. Julio Lobster with another nice catch, gets 49 yards. He's up to 258 in this game. It is second down. Ross throws, deflected by Viv. Steve's running it on third down. Never any doubts. 23-yard gains from Big Steve. And there's Julio with his 6th touchdown of the game. BDP looking relatively comfortable right now. However, we'll wait and see if the Disco Collins show can pull another one back, because that could lead to a nice end-of-game showdown. Viv Crumble makes a 62-yard gain. Steve comes up with his 4th sack. Composite throws. It's Viv again, and she might get there. It's 7-5. One good drive and a mistake. Anything could happen. Anything at all. Steve's on the run once more. He only gets 5 on that one, and everyone's disappointed. The Sheriff throws it. Viv with the deflection, 3rd and 5, and it comes up short. The Chefs have made a stop, and they immediately throw to Viv, which is a smart move. 21 yards. Eva to the flat, and Collins is there waiting for it. Gets the first down, but they've got to be quick. There's only 16 plays left. Gone to Viv again, who picks up another 15. Yeah, how about playing too high, lads? Viv Crumble touchdown, 7-6 with 14 plays left. Ross gets us a first down. Julio with a 10-yard gain. Steve throws, gets only 5. The Sheriff is running a little bit, and it gets us a first down. Ross overthrows. Stop doing that, Ross. Steve running the ball. Good man. 10 yards gained, and that's a first down. Sheriff Rotten to Julio Lobster. That's going to take us most of the way up the field, 32 yards. Ross with 8 plays left. Julio touchdown. BDP are going to win it. But I expected a good game, and that's exactly what we got. And there goes Viv again. It might not be over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Give it up. It's over. It's over. There goes Collins. It's over. There's only 1 point in it, and there's 4 plays left. All right. Okay. Throwing to Steve. Unaccustomed to receiving, but Steve gets 16 off that one. He then throws the ball himself because he's feeling dangerous. Sheriff Rotten throws. Julio Lobster first down, last play of the game. Even if it is a turnover, it's not going to go 50 yards as Julio picks up another 25 yards. Final score, BDP 8, Chefs 7. Quality game. Player of the game, Julio Lobster, 103 fan points, 359 receiving, 7 touchdowns, 2 sacks. Viv Crumble for the Fire Chefs, though, 83 fan points. That's not bad. 305 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 deflections, and an interception. Jackie Mercury in his Fire Chef debut, 293 passing and 4 touchdowns. But you're passing against me to a couple of speedmongers. What do you expect? What do you expect? Yeah. That's what you expect. Right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. And Of City are taking on the Bumson Medics. Both teams 1-2-1 at this point in the season. And that means anything could happen. So let's watch it. And then it will happen. Yeah, I can't wait for the rematch next week. Although I'm looking forward to it. When we're not playing on your sweaty old ground. Bingo Hazmat for Bumson gets the first play of the game for 8 yards. Smiters with a 2nd and 1. Felt like passing. Couldn't see anyone to pass to, so ran it for the first down. There goes Scooter on 1st and 10. Nice piece of evasive running, picks up 17 yards. Bumson moving the ball pretty well, right up until they threw it to Beardley Ramstein, who plays for the other team. It's Ramstein. Well, whatever. Flunkerson goes nowhere. It's 3rd and 1. But Algor Sentinel picks up the first down. Pritchus can't get anywhere. 2nd and 10. Flunkerson. No dice. Sentinel on 3rd down. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the Algor Sentinel that we liked a couple of weeks ago. Or maybe even last week. We do like an unlikely runner. We do like an unlikely runner. And there he goes again. He's got another 7 yards. Serenity picks up a couple at 2nd and 7. Flunkerson can't get anywhere. Sentinel on 3rd and 7. Straight to the middle of the line, nothing doing. Hazmat throws it to Flunkerson, who's on the other side. And that's a pick 6. Our opening scorer of the game after 17 plays coming defensively. Axemen taking the lead. Smiters throws it out there to Faith Breather, who gets 18 yards. New signing to the team this week. Bingo Hazmat to Breather again, who gets another 19-yard gain. Smiters throws that one to the floor. Hate that floor. Hazmat on 3rd and 10. Tries running it. Gets only 2 yards. It doesn't pay off. Serenity now back in company of the Axemen. Gets it to Wheelspin, who goes 24. Flunkerson rounds to the outside of the line. Gets 5. Sentinel up the middle. Nice. 15 yards gained. Serenity on 1st and 10. Gets it to Wheelspin, who has another first down. There goes Serenity for 6. Sentinel. Flipping. Oh! You know, Al Gore Sentinel reminds me of that Dougie conglomerate. Yeah. He's never going to be a flipping heck, he just went 40 yards kind of a player, although he will do sometimes. But he just kind of goes, give me the ball, I'll go 8. Yeah, I'll easily get 8 out of this one. Anyway, medics are now moving again. As long as they can keep possession, they're in danger of scoring. They do look quite solid. 3rd and 3, Smiters. Has it intercepted by Flunkerson. Were you paying attention? That's his second interception of the season and day. Flunkerson runs it for 2. 2nd and 7. Axemen back on it again. Serenity on 3rd and 8 gets it to Shandy Worthless, who goes 13 yards. Flunkerson throws. Serenity with the catch gets another first down. Here comes Sentinel. Evades the tackler. 15 yards gained, 1st and goal. Flunkerson touchdown. Chunk Flunkerson having a solid career day at the moment. Maybe not so much offensively, but on defense, he's here, he's there, he's every flipping where. Serenity out to Wheelspin Gold, who's fumbled it, but Beardley Ramstein has picked it up. And that's a tree man advancing the ball 17 yards, carrying the ball in his beard. It's 2nd and 7, half time's rolled around, 3rd and 6 now. Axemen with the ball, get it out to Shandy, who's in the end zone, and that's a touchdown. 4-0, and Bumson seem reluctant to keep hold of the ball. They're not being stopped, they're just giving it to the opposing team. That's, that's just not gonna work. Lovely bit of running from Scooter, he picks up 12. He's got 5 carries for 42 in this one, so his average is looking, somewhat picante. Oh, yeah. Scooter throws it, nothing doing. Axemen have it back once more. If they score on this drive, we will have to hit the turbos, because otherwise the stream's going to run too long. If the stream runs too long, they shut it off. Yeah, that just happens. I have to put another 50p in the meter, and that's just not going to work. 2nd and 8. Smiters for Bumson Medics. Throws it out to Bingo. Hazmat, who's doing his first useful thing of the day. 30 yards gained. Scooter round the outside of the line, back onto the inside of the field. An 18-yard first down. He's averaging 10 a carry at the moment. Bingo runs it for 5. Smiters throws to the other team. Almost. Okay. A first down from Scooter. Bumson still moving it. Here could be their opening score. 4-1. Sabutio Bongos pulling one back for the Medics. Is it enough? Well, no, it's not. But, I mean, it's signs of life is what it is. A Sentinel makes a nice kind of, excuse me, I'm coming through, kind of a run there. They throw it out to Shandy, who gets 11 yards and a first down. 27 plays remaining in this game. Of City with the ball at the moment, not looking like they particularly want to be stopped. Serenity. Wheelspin Gold with the touchdown. We are going to activate the come on in, don't rub it in, or come on in, we've got other games to watch. Smiters throws for a nice 9-yarder. Those early turnovers may have killed Bumson off here, because they don't look awful. There goes Hazmat just getting another touchdown. If they can get a stop here, they could still make a game of this. But I don't think they will. Well, they did get a stop there, but I don't think they'll make a game of it. They're just not hustling quite fast enough. Yeah. Scooter with another good run. Scooter could go all the way. And he does. A 29-yard Scooter Bwam touchdown. Shandy goes 9. You've got to have a turnover and then a score and then a turnover. And it's just, I'm not feeling it. Shandy with a 25-yard gain takes Of City probably out of the danger zone. Al Gore runs for nothing. Serenity gets them close to a first down, but not a first down. So they're going back the other way. Faith picks up 17. Shandy with the deflection, 4 plays remaining. Scooter comes up short, 3rd and 4. And it goes out to Faith again. So the ball's still moving. We could see one more point pulled back here from Bumson on the final play of the game. 5-4, the final score. Bumson actually doing it on yardage. And all this says to me is, them interceptions, man, they killed you. Yeah. Player of the game, Chunk Flunkerson, 83 fan points. I don't think he's been a game MVP before, but there it is. All defensive points. Yeah, nothing offensive. He got 2 touchdowns, but he only totaled about 60 yards offense in total. Total 60 in total. Yeah, that's how many. 3 deflections, 2 interceptions. Chaz Contraband for the Bumson Medics with 44 pancakes and some tackles with 37 fan points for the Medics. Okay, bounce. Okay, Nomads up against Edgeslum. Here it is. This is the game you want to see because a big name player is about to die. I said it to you. I'll end the poll at this point as well. There we go. This week's poll, which of the undefeated teams were going to be defeated? You said Fire Chefs would knock off BDP. You were wrong. Right. BDP were not knocked off, but we were given a good game. It's most certainly. Nomads obviously the favourite in this one, but it's an edgy slum game, so anything can happen. And the slum are starting with the ball. Surgeon General on 2nd down throws to Muluab. 3rd and 3. Kaz the Mug has it deflected by Warehouse. Nomads take over, and it looks very much like the Nomads are playing their first team. The number of teams who go, oh no, I can't possibly play my starters against Edgeslum. Cowards. Anyway, that was a Melvin Glitch 38-yard touchdown, getting the Nomads on the scoreboard early. Kaz Demag with the throw, nothing doing. 3rd and 10. Teflon only gets 1 yard. Nomads back in possession. And that's a pass out to Glitch again. Melvin Glitch, decent player. Decent player. Yeah. 3rd and 9, shelf space, throws out to Glitch, who gets the first down. Melvin Glitch clearly the player of the game at the moment. Joey Bug out to Flinty Wimple, touchdown. 2-0, Nomads. Teflon with a 9-yard run. The Surgeon is sacked by Buster Vortex. Here comes Kaz. And he's injured by Boris Wet Paper Bag, bringing in the Nomad Gunslinger. We see the Nomad Gunslinger in an awful lot of games, but that was a heck of a throw right there. Ron Bongo's getting a 44-yarder, but most of those yards were through the air. The Gunslinger gets himself... Or was that Boris? No, that was the Gunslinger. Got himself sacked. Then they've thrown one away, and that's the end of that happy dream. Hold on. Gunslinger's just intercepted the ball. That's why he comes off the bench. You don't want him at the start. He's a super sub. Teflon runs it at 18, and that's a Muluab touchdown. He's 1 short of 50 in his career. It would be nice for him to get 50 in his career. Joey Bugout runs for an 11-yard first down. Warehouse throws it out of bounds. Nomads trying to get back past halfway. Flinty can't make it. Joey Bugout throws it away, and Edgeslum have the ball back. Teflon running on first down. Some good blocking there from the... I think that was Muluab doing the blocking. But they've got a 3rd and 6, and the Gunslinger guns it out of bounds. Okay, Warehouse with a 6-yard gain on first down. 2nd down gets them no closer. Nomads trying to convert. And it's Melvin Glitch, look. Hey, he's playing. Yep, 30 more yards for him. Shelf space throws another 11 for a further first down. Wimple catches another 6-yarder. Warehouse, nothing doing up the middle. 3rd and 3, shelf space. No. Strongbad makes his first career deflection. But we are back with Edgeslum again, and Muluab's got the catch, and he gets 34 yards off the Surgeon General pass. Surgeon now makes a catch, and he does that more often than you would expect. And it's a first down. Teflon goes for 9. It's 2nd and short. And it's deflected by Glitch. 3rd and short, Gunslinger. And he doesn't quite get it back to the line. Okay. Nomads in possession again. Tarquin Bangfish, last year's MVP, coming up with a sack there. But on 3rd and 11, they throw it out to Glitch. And it's that mismatch that is the game at the moment. Glitch is being covered by Gunslinger, so there's not a strength issue going on there, but there is most definitely a skill issue. Although it is now 3rd and 4, and Warehouse tries to run it, and that's a foolish move. We're just past half-time. Nomad's up 2-1 right now. Vortex getting another sack. Gunslinger. He's going to get the first down. Edgeslum just managing to keep that drive alive. Surgeon on 2nd and 10. He's running it. Flipping. He's quite pacey for a tree man. 16 yards gained on that one. He certainly looked pacey on that play. Anyway, Daphne is now running the ball. Paper bag of the wet variety. Can't keep up with her. Daphne Teflon runs it for 41 yards. Oh, we do like a 41-yard run. And then Boris Wet Paper Bag makes the interception. Unfortunate. Edgeslum charging there ever so briefly. Yeah. 2nd and 10 is Warehouse. And it's gone nowhere. Ilma Shelf space. Hang on, there's an injury on the field, unsurprisingly. Oh, Boris Wet Paper Bag's been taken out by Angus Sleep Bunsen. They obviously went, no more interceptions for you, clown. Edgeslum just kind of going, no, don't like him, kill him. But they couldn't convert on first down, keeping this one tight. 2-1 is the score. Joey Bugout runs for 2. That's a completion, but on third down it doesn't go anywhere. No, Nomad's losing possession once more. Surgeon to Ronnie Bongos over the head of Joey Bugout, and Bongos goes 45 yards for the touchdown that ties it up. 1 quarter remaining in the game. Bugout throws for 14 yards. Nomad's trying to get things going again. Well, they throw it at Melvin Glitch. That'll get things going again. 40. I was looking at Melvin Glitch. Why was I looking at Melvin Glitch? Because you were thinking of making him a player of the week. Oh, well, you'd have been right to do so. He's having a stormer. Anyway, they've stalled out again. Teflon picks up 7 for Edgeslum. Surgeon, not this time you don't. Gunslinger on 3rd and 2, and it is a first down, but by the narrowest of margins. Daphne runs it for 2. Surgeon throws complete. Mulawab getting the first down catch. They're just chipping away with tiddly little plays. 6 to go on 3rd down. Intercepted by Flinty Wimpole. Nomads have got the ball back again. Sleep Bunsen comes up with a sack. They throw it out to Glitch, which obviously works. 26 yards gained. Melvin's got 2:42 in the game so far. 2nd and 10. Shelf space. Yeah. To Wimpole. It's another first down. 8 plays left. Can the slum hold on? Well, it's 3rd and 6. This is the play. It's Melvin Glitch, everybody. There's an injury. Tarquin Bangfish has been injured by Ilma Shelf space. Now, I would expect that the other way around, but hold on, there's a game going on. Mulawab just picked up 46 yards. There's 3 plays left. Gunslinger running it was the wrong move. Teflon doesn't quite get there. Last play of the game, Surgeon General, no. Final score, Nomads 3, Edgeslum 2. Good game. Another good game. Player of the game, Melvin Glitch, 254 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 1 tackle for loss. Tarquin Bangfish for Edgeslum got the nod for most fan points with 48. 50 of those pancakes. One of them, sack. Solid. Yeah, no, solid. I mean, but you always roll the dice in an Edgeslum game because so many players get injured every single time on both teams. Yeah. Okay, flip it. We've got Peninsula Transport up against the Picks Creek Miners. Both teams with just the 1 win so far this season. Maybe this will be the game where one of them gets their 2nd win this season. That's rather what people, like. Yeah. Anyway, it's the Miners up first. Tristram Lawnmower throws it to Justine Vanderpoel for 3 yards. Mutant Lip Balm goes nowhere. Wolf Jerk on 3rd and 6. Nice piece of running. Gets the first down. Lawnmower. Still in their own half at the moment, but Tristram's taken them to the halfway line. 13 yards gained. Lip Balm doesn't really get much off that at all. Jerk. He's got space. He's going to go for a little bit. Gets 18. Lawnmower on first down. Throws. Complete to Vanderpoel, who's down at the 6-yard line. 27 yards. Mutant Lip Balm goes 2. Jerk. No. 3rd and goal. Lawnmower. Nah. No. And it's you'd say it was a stop, but it was more like a self-destruction, a cave-in, if you will, from the Miners. Anyway, Cordelia Benzedrine bails Peninsula Transport out on 3rd down, gets them a nice gain to keep them moving. Who was that? Randall Maroon? Janet Mission. Is Ranamaroon on the field? He is, but he's in the line. Okay, it's a Gabe Transistor run. You don't see him very often, but it's always heartening to see that chubby little grinning git run a bit. Rhett Violin has been injured by Mina failure. Hatchet Malibu has subbed in for Peninsula Transport. Rhett Violin, solid player. Hadn't seen much of them in this game yet, and now we won't. Anyway, bit of back and forth around midfield. Peninsula currently in possession. And it's another... Mina Failure is now dead. Killed by Gabe Transistor. And there you go. I mean, it's not a big name player, but Mina Failure has been in the league since its inception. I mean, that presumably counts for something. It's anybody's guess. 1 quarter down. It's still 0-0 at the moment as the Fs pour in. And Cordelia Benzedrine takes the scoreline up by 1. Peninsula Transport 1-0 at the current time, but it's a close, moody affair. Wilf with a nice 21-yard gain. Lawnmower throws it. Benzedrine with the deflection. Lip Balm. Kilkenny Prohound has been injured by Mutant Lip Balm. Grin Halberd is now on the field. Oh, this one's a bit of rough and tumble, isn't it? Yeah. Lip Balm on 2nd and 10. And that's a good piece of evasive running from Lip Balm. 31 yards gained. He didn't look like a dwarf to me. No, he looks way too tall. Lawnmower, end zone, Teddy Splitcapper, touchdown, 1-1. And Splitcapper makes the interception. He decides he wants 2 points, not 1. 2-1 Miners following the pick 6. Janet Mission with a catch for Peninsula. Gets 27 yards off a Gabe Transistor pass. Bradley Comer on 2nd and 8 fumbles it. But they managed to retain possession. Gabe gets them close to the first down marker, but he can't quite get there. Miners take it back again. A 1 yard gain from Lawnmower. 2 yards from Lip Balm. 3rd and 6. Jerk throws it. Split Cap, who's got the Split Capper. Doesn't fit on the screen. No, his name's too long. Yeah, but you should know his name, given you came up with it. Did I? I'm not sure if he is one of mine. I can't remember. He might be a submission. Anyway, Wilf Jerk, as we head into the second half of the game with another run, gets 10 yards. 3rd and 2. Lawnmower. Good throw. Good catch. Vanderpoel gets them down at the 2 yard line. Lip Balm for the touchdown. Miners now up 3-1. Gabe gets 8. Is Fungible? No, he doesn't. And Coma doesn't either. Leading us back the other way, Miners going again. Split Capo with the catch. Gets 33 yards. Lip Balm is stuffed behind the line by Hatchet Malibu. Wilf Jerk with the throw. There's another injury. Janet Mission has been injured by Teddy Splitcapper. Millstone Misfit has subbed in. There's another injury. Wilf Jerk is down. He's been injured by Gabe Transistor. Yeah. Don't blink. All these tiddly little people are all getting murderated. Okay, Lawnmower throws. It's caught by Split Kappa for 6. 3rd and 4. Miners with possession right now. Argyle Stampede is now on the field, but not for any particularly notable reason. Here he is again. What's he going to do? It's deflected by Hank Fungible. Okay, Peninsula Transport trailing by 3 right now. Needs something to turn it around. Fungi throws it. Benzedrine with the catch, and that's really the play you ought to be doing all the time. 24 yards gained. Coma, no darts. Vanderpoel there with the deflection. Lip Balm is tackled for a loss. Fungible doesn't go anywhere. We will activate the turbos or we'll be here all night. Okay. Miners having a lead right now, but given the lineups for both teams have been shoved into a blender and then poured into my cat's plate where he's just battered it around a bit, you've got no idea what it was originally now. The lineups are all over the show and on the little rubber mat that I put underneath the cat's plate to catch the food that he invariably knocks off the edge while he slurps the jelly off the side of the cat food and ignores the juicy inner bits. An interception from Tristram Lawnmower, and that's, I mean, the game's done. It's there. Lip Balm, touchdown. -6, Peninsula 1, and Peninsula Transport struggling in this one. There'll be a heartening victory from the Miners. who are very much a team that are work in press. Another injury. Hank Fungible has been injured by Tristram Lawnmower, bringing in Marv H. Lime. Yeah. You're going to go, oh yeah, that's a name. Yep, that's the name of a player who's cut after week 10. That's the depth of the roster that we're looking at now. Final score, -7, Peninsula 1. Teddy Splitcapper, player of the game. Only 62 fan points, 97 receiving. 3 touchdowns, an interception, and an injury. How many injuries in the game? Oh, probably not that many. 5 injuries, 1 kill. That's a reasonable number. Yeah, it is. Hatchet Malibu for Peninsula Transport gets player of the game. 2 tackles for loss. That's all. Yeah. Nothing else. No, nothing else. Right. Where were we? There. Where are we going? Down here somewhere. Sportsball Union are taking on the Red Star Pathfinders in a blood-soaked field of blood. Righto? Yeah. We do like a blood-soaked field of blood round these parts. We certainly do. Martin Slug, remember him? He's good sometimes. Will he be good in this one? The Pathfinders first with the ball. 3 yards. Dick Frisbee is sacked by Chonk Olympics. Here comes Goalmouth. He goes 2 yards. That's the end of that drive. Sportsball take back over, and it is Marcel Overrated who goes 13 yards on first down. Pellegrino goes nowhere. Farmer Volt style on 2nd and 10. Deflected by Dirk Shafter. LeJams throws. Daxter hijack with the catch and the score. And Sportsball take the lead. 1-0. And Daxter's made the interception. Good player, Daxter. We know. Bird Dog makes a catch for 10 yards. Pellegrino goes for 5. His Farmer Volt style. He doesn't get anywhere. It's 3rd and 4. LeJams is going to try and do it himself, and he doesn't get there. Slug throws. Shafter with the catch. Pathfinder's taking it back the other way. Dick Frisbee doesn't do an awful lot with that one, and he gets 1 yard. Goalmouth goes nowhere good. 3rd and 8. Slug. Good throw. Finds Goalmouth in the open, and he will get into enemy territory. 38 yards gained. Frisbee is tackled by Bird Dog for a loss. Goalmouth throws it too short to be concerned about. Slug doesn't run it anywhere at all. Back to Sportsball again. LeJams is stuffed at the line. Pellegrino is stuffed at the line. Volt style is not stuffed at the line. First down. LeJams, he's done the same move again. You just called these. It didn't work last time. Throwing it out to Bird Dog on 3rd down. Gets them the first. 14 yards gained. LeJams throws. It's caught by Dog, who's tackled by Flamberger after 20 yards. Pellegrino gets only 2 yards. Hijack catches a what? Hijack. Yeah, what happened there? I don't know. I got bored saying the name midway through. What's happening now? The drive stalled. Pathfinders have got it back again. Nobody's dead yet. Okay. Sportsball have got it back again. Pope Lorenz coming up with a sack on Marcel LeJams. Pellegrino can't get anywhere with the carry, but they then throw it out to Daxter, who breaks the tackle and gets 36 yards for the first down. LeJams is dodging just enough to run it in himself. It's 2-0. Sportsball have a comfortable lead. 2, you would say, is not necessarily comfortable, but at the moment, the Pathfinders can't even move the thing. Daxter wide open. He's been covered by Martin Slug. It's not going well for Martin. 40 yards gain for Daxter. Omar punches it in for 2. 2 yards, that is. There's Marcel. He makes an interception as well. They could score again here. Marcel to the end zone. Bird Dog touchdown. 4-0. Sportsball. Yeah. The Pathfinders started out slow and have slowed down since then. And that's a fumble recovery. Sportsball have got it back again. We're only 5 plays from half time, and then I can accelerate it. Omar gets it down to the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal. Volt style. No. Marcel on 3rd and goal. Touchdown. 5-0. 1 play before half time. Oh boy. Oh indeed boy. Yeah. The Pathfinders really struggling in this one, and we'll put them out of their misery. We'll obviously slow it down if it looks like there's a comeback in the offing. Bird Dog touchdown. 6-0. Nice deflection from Dog there. They've got a good pass out to Shafter, but he only gets 15. I mean, 15 is a good play, but when it's a breakout play, you expect big things. Anyway, Martin Slug's gone to the races. 50 yards gained on the ground thanks to some outstanding blocking from his teammates. Even if that blocking was just getting in the way, which is what blocking is, but it's kind of strategic, tactical, getting in the way. Strategic and tactical. It's both those things. You can talk about it in the abstract, or you can draw it on a whiteboard. Anyway, as a sack from Dog, it's 3rd and 13. Goalmouth manages to run the first down and evade another tackle. 38 yards go. See, these outrageous running plays that come out of nowhere are punctuated by an awful lot of middling nothing that go absolutely nowhere at all. Yeah. Touchdown Red Star. It's now 7-2. 27 plays remaining in the game. The Golf is still 5. The Delta is still 5. The difference is still 5. You can pick whichever one you like, but they mean the same thing. Activity Tallahassee has been injured by Omar Pellegrino, bringing in Matteo Falcone. Okay, yeah. Don't think it's going to change much. Martin Slug just ran for a 30-yarder. Bird Dogs intercepted the ball for the first time this season because Sports Ball, clearly need the extra effort applied. Voltstar sacked by Pope Lorenz. Martin runs for 2. Frisbee deflected by Daxter. Clive gets only 3. Back to Sports Ball again. Pellegrino with a first down catch off Jam's throw. Daxter with another nice go. Gets 35 yards. Volti, no. And hijacking the end zone for the touchdown. It's 9-2. Yeah, I can't see him coming back. They need a touchdown on every one of the last 7 plays, which have now, we're already in a couple already. So there's that then. Yeah, that would be, as you say, that's, 2 plays to go. Dick Frisbee, not a lot doing there. Clivey Goalmouth, nothing doing on that one. Final score, Sports Ball 9, Pathfinders 2. But, I mean, the difference in yardage wasn't massive. No. Player of the game, Bird Dog for Sports Ball Union, 185, receiving 4 touchdowns. And gimme one of everything on the defensive side of things. For the Pathfinders, Pope Lorenz with 7 pancakes. Really? That was his offensive contribution. Okay. 16 tackles, a tackle for loss, and 2 sacks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Come on, Pathfinders, I believe in you. You can turn this season around and make it sing a little song and do a little dance. Next up, you've got the Steganauts up against Cheerio Incorporated. Which team is going to win? Well, I don't know. I see it should be the Steganauts. The Steganauts were a great team last season, and it's the same team this season, mostly. It's a sweaty old day, and Cheerio are going to start with the ball. But you see, you go back 3 seasons, and Cheerio were a great team. They still are. But it's just not... It's not clicking for him, but that's a nice play on first down. Eric Wannabe catching the pass off Alan Twerp. Cheerio getting an instant first down. Otto Centrifuge there running for 9 yards. Is Rosemary busted? Completes that one short, but it's another first down. Twerp throws. Indecent Gary getting another first down for Cheerio. They're just going bang, bang, first down. Bang, 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 bang. First down. Rosemary busted on first down. No, not this time. Twerp throws deflected by Daisy Flounce Frenzy, leaving Otto to do it all on third down, and Pugil Arachnophone can't make it happen. He nudges Otto, but Otto stays inbounds, gets the touchdown. Flounce Frenzy with the first play for the Steganauts, gets a 13-yard gain. Sacrifice, throws, intercepted by Trenton Trinity, and Cheerio have the ball back. Both teams looking sharp in their new uniforms. Flounce Frenzy with the deflection, 3rd and 4 busted, complete to Indecent Gary, who fumbles it. But it's okay because Alan Twerp picked it up and they're looking at the goal line again. Twerp gets them closer. Centrifuge, Gary, touchdown, and that's Indecent Gary's first career touchdown. Providing he doesn't die, he's going to do a few of them. He's a good player, is Gary. Steganot stopped again. And Cheerio's offense right now, they're looking all right. They are. Otto, I'm not sold on yet, but I mean, the game's still early. Eric Wannabe, though, gets them into the end zone. It's 3-0 Cheerio over the Steganauts. What? Yeah, apparently. Hold on, there goes Ulysses' failure. He's got the first down. It's a 10-yard gain, but it's only because a massive hole opened up in the place where holes could open up. Troy Oktoberfest with the sack, though, ends the drive, and we're back with Cheerio again. Otto throws, twerps open, evades the first few tacklers, gets 24 yards. Busted throws, and there's Eric Wannabe, who breaks the first tackle and gets 21. And they're looking at scoring again. Twerp, Wannabe, touchdown, 4-0. What? No. Yeah. It's the Steganauts. I know, but they don't look like the Steganauts, do they? No, not at the moment, no. Failure runs it for 4. Flounce Frenzy can only get 1. Sacrifice is stuffed. Back over to Cheerio. Twerp throws. It's intercepted by Myra Sacrifice. That's more like it. Yeah, Myra Sacrifice is a hardcore coverage player. But it's 3rd and 4 again, and Failure is stuffed trying to run through the line. Twerp throws. Wannabe, first down, and still going. Getting a smidge more. Centrifuge gets a 3-yard gain off Gary catching the ball, 3rd and 7. Twerp caught by Gary, who gets 16. He's pushing 100 yards for this game. Busted. Surrounded by yellow shirts, Rosemary Busted evades trouble and the law and gets 20 yards. Alan Twerp on first down tries the same. It doesn't work. Otto tries similar and it also doesn't work. And then Gary drops the ball. Well, I mean, it could have been heroic. Saul Mastiff makes his first appearance in this one and carries it 53 yards off the pass from Daisy Flounce Frenzy as we hit half-time. Steganauts 30 yards out from a touchdown. Myra runs it for 8. Ulysses. He was looking to pass and then noticed there was just basically a gap all the way to the end zone, so he ran it 19 yards and pulled a score back. Okay. Is this a Steganaut comeback about to happen? I'm not saying it is, but I don't think it isn't. Well, that's a sentence to unpick right there. 3rd and 13. Cheerio. Rosemary Busted with the ball. Complete to Gary, who makes up for that catch, gets 24 yards. Keeps the drive on the road. Keeps the road on the car. Myra with the deflection stops the drive being anywhere near the road or the car, and her can Nitro Glue makes a catch there for the Steganauts. That's Daisy Flouncy Friendly throwing a little bit more, but it's intercepted by Rosemary Busted, who's picked that one off, and we're coming back the other way. Gary with the catch breaks the first tackle, gets another 25. Is it the absence of Barry Science? Now, Barry dropped off over the last couple of seasons, but I don't disagree with that potential assessment. Barry Science, hell of a player. Did they lose anyone else? Because it feels like they've lost another kind of linchpin player. Anyway, 1 quarter to go. Cheerio up 4-1 at the moment. The second half having been somewhat slower than the first. But they're about to score again. And I'm going to hit the turbos a smidge. Yeah. Just purely because I believe that the Steganauts are going to come back. But at the moment, I mean, that's not a bet that I would necessarily take. Or not take. You'd take the bet if you thought you were going to win it. Anyway, they've got one there. 5-2 now the score, but there goes Gary again, getting another 19 yards or so. On first down, not a lot, but then Rosemary runs it on second, picks up 11 yards. Gary getting his another 20 or so yards, and then they throw an interception. Touchdown. 5-3 is the score. Cheerio holding on to a lead. I'll stop choking now. Twerp with a run when they need it, but it's 3rd and short, and they get it to Wannabe. And that keeps them ahead. And Cheerio could sneak this one despite an almost comeback from the Steganauts. Steganauts did look like, if you gave them another couple of 100 plays, they'd probably turn it around. 5 to go. Alan Twerp down at the 1 yard line. Centrifuge, touchdown Gary. 6-3 is the score. And Cheerio cannot come back. And that is, well, I mean, both teams came in with 1 win. So you wouldn't say it was against the odds, but in the form book from previous seasons, you'd say that was against the odds. Nice win for Cheerio Incorporated. Player of the game, Daisy Flounce Frenzy for the Stegonauts with 62 fan points, 212 passing, 1 touchdown, tackle for loss, and 3 deflections. Gary of the indecent variety, 55 fan points for Cheerio Incorporated with a couple of 100 yards receiving. Good result for Cheerio. I'm hopping it. Failure would have taken on the Bongolia Sea Raiders, and if Bongolia are at home, it'll be foggy. It certainly looks like it is. Failure would very much the favoured team. It is Julio a la carte and the house that he built. Or the house that he built lately. Yeah. I tell you, he's a superstar. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I'm a Bongolia fan right now. I love these little running dudes and their largely ineffective offense. But I like the spirit. Sonny Watt there making a smashing play on second down, gets 17 yards. Here's Paul Crapwhistle. No, he's stuffed. Here's Mikey Heimlich. He's going for a throw. Bold. Gives up. Can't see anyone. Runs it for 8. 3rd and 4. Sonny gets the first down. Keeps them moving. And he's still on his feet. Gets 23 yards. Crapwhistle on 1st and 10. It goes backwards more than forwards, and that doesn't work so well. Heimlich gets very little. And Sonny. He has got the stamina to get there. 12 yards gained. Another Bongolia first down. Flamboyant with a sack on the first. Mike fumbles it into the hands of Zoltan. Zoltan who carries it 10. And they're still alive. They need 2 more. Sonny's got them that and the touchdown. And that's 1-0 Bongolia. Timmy Vanken chucks it to Exorcism Fry on first down and on second down. Oh, yeah. I remember Exorcism Fry. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's fast, isn't he? He is fast. Yeah. Vanken throws Fry with the catch. And Muzio has been injured by Julio a la carte. Vera Contagion substituting in. It's 1-1 now. Exorcism got the touchdown, as if you needed to guess. No, they're not even bothering throwing to Julio. He's just an expensive decoy at this point. Crapwhistle couldn't get anywhere on first down. They throw it on third down. Failure would throw it away on the first. They only get 1 yard on second down. Flamboyant is sacked by Paul Dagger on third down. Back to Bongolia. Heimlich picks up 3. Sonny throws a short one out to Mike. And he's got the first down. And he's still rolling. He gets 27 yards. Crapwhistle. First down. No, there are so many choices of who to throw to there, Paul. You could have chosen any of them, but you chose none of them. 3rd and 6. Sonny stuffed behind the line for a loss. Failure would have another go. They throw it away on first down. Demijohn throws. Fry with the catch. 37 yards before being brought down. Flamboyant runs it for 4. Vanken on 2nd and 5 to Julio for a touchdown. Okay, 2-1. Failure would at the moment, very much on form, but Mike Heimlich is running with the ball a long way. 49 yards gained for Mikey Heimlich on the ground. Sonny's now going to do the same thing. Fromage Demijohn obviously can't make that tackle. Sonny picks up 22 yards. Crapwhistle, though, very much can be tackled by just about anybody. Mike round the outside of the line to the end zone. 2-2. Vanken to Julio. Julio breaks a tackle or 2. Vera makes the tackle and then is injured by Julio a la carte. Tasty Dave has subbed in for the Sea Raiders. Vanken throws to Julio again, who's going to go all the way to the end zone. 44 yards, and that's Julio a la carte's 15th touchdown this season, which means he's averaging 3 a week. Yeah. I mean, you go, well, that's not that special. It's not that bad either, is it? Is it? It's not bad. That's pretty good. You kind of go, I wouldn't mind a player who's averaging 3 touchdowns a week. The game's not over yet. Mikey Heimlich on another good run, though, for the Sea Raiders. Look at him go. Oh, it's like Mikey Heimlich of old. 40 yards gained. Sonny Watt with the touchdown. It's 3-3. Vanken throws. There goes Fry. Yeah. 34 yards gained. Yeah. And then Demijohn is stuffed behind the line. Flamboyant is looking for a friend. Can't find one, but runs it. Gets the first down. Vanken on 1st and 10. Nah, get done. It doesn't fancy it. Demijohn throws. Julio breaks a tackle. Touchdown. Julio Alacarte's 85th career touchdown. And he's young. He's young as well. He's going to be around for a while. Yeah. Anyway, half-time's rolled around. It's 4-3. Failurewood in the lead right now. But Bongolia's ground game is looking like a lot of fun. Here comes Mike. Go on, Mike. No, not this time. I want to see more 40-yard runs from Mike Heimlich. I live for that. Yeah. It reminds me of the good old days before his best buddy died. 3rd and 2. Vicky. First down. Still going. Managing to find just enough cover. Paul Dagger running away from trouble there. Probably because he couldn't see where trouble actually was to run towards it. Fromage is sacked by Zoltan. Zoltan, flamboyant, managing to evade enough tackles to get a little bit, but it's 3rd and goal. Vanken out the back of the end zone, and Bongolia's defence will take credit for that, even though arguably they had nothing to do with it. Good running from Sonny Watt. Gets 28 yards. Crap whistle. Completes it to Tasty Dave, who makes his first contribution to the game with a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 2. Sonny. He dithered and got sacked by Demijohn as a result. Paul Dagger coming up with a sack. Demijohn throwing the ball. There's Julio. He's going to get a chunky yards here. He gets 39, in fact. Flamboyant picks up 1 yard. Tim Vanken on 2nd and 8. Completes to Julio, who gets a touchdown. Yeah. What is it with people called Julio? I don't know. They seem to be quite good at the game. Can't tackle for Toffee, though. Sonny Watt is still going. Impressive. 50 yards run there from Sonny Watt, who is, I mean, don't say it too loud, but I think he's a better runner than Mike Heimlich. But you need Mike Heimlich to kind of soften them up beforehand. Sonny gaining another 9, getting the first down. Paul Crap Whistle, though. Once upon a time, he was good. Yeah, he got a touchdown there. But I think he's over. I think Paul Crap Whistle is done, and you ought to try and get Martin Slug. Tasty Dave has been injured by Julio Alacarte. Queen Babs has subbed in for the Sea Raiders. I don't think I've seen... I'm sure I've seen Queen Babs play once. But I don't know. I don't even know what race she is. So, who knows? Flamboyant. Round the line, into the end zone. Failurewood now up by 2 with 18 plays left in the game. Mikey Heimlich, another nice run. Go on, Mike. Go on, son. 25 yards. Sonny tries to throw, but Vanken makes the deflection. Flamboyant comes up with a sack. It's 3rd and 14. Mike's trying to... No, whatever he was trying to, forget it. Fry makes a reappearance into the receiving corps and gets a noticeable 47 yards. I was aiming for notable there, but noticeable's equally likely. Julio picks up his 5th touchdown of the game, making it 7-4, which means we can just rummage through and see if we can find the end of the game, I suppose. Yeah. 8 plays to go. There goes Fry again. 35 yards on that one, and again. And that's a touchdown, 8-4 now. But I'll be honest, this game was closer than 8-4. We've seen a couple of those games where the scoreline does not necessarily reflect the game that went into it. Fromage Demijohn gets himself beaten up by Zoltan. Mikey Heimlich's got himself another touchdown, but a last play of the game, and Mafanta runs it for negligible. Failurewood, 8. Bongolia, 5. A good game. 374 passing from Tim Vanken, who did not get player of the game. Julio Alacarte with player of the game, 254 receiving, 5 touchdowns, 3 injuries inflicted. Oof. Zoltan for the Bongolia Sea Raiders with 48 pancakes and 2 sacks was their best player in this one. Yards, Sonny 200, Mike 271. Yeah, nice. Okay, to the top end of things. What have we got left? You've got Toy Masters, Volcamoose, and then Blood Pit Erg Melonflex. Is this Foggy again? Yes, Foggy again. All right. Blood Pit have bought up all the best players in the league, so you can't have them. Or rather, they bought up all the best players in the league that Grunt didn't buy first. They're going to try and prove that that investment was worth it. Who are we rooting for? I want to see Flapjack Nope doing a Flapjack Nope run. At least one. At least one. All right. How about now? Yep. Yep. It's a Flapjack Nope run. 32 yards on the first play of the game. Not bad. They've tried to run Charles Monkey Cage, and we know that doesn't work. He is a blocker. Keep him there. Flapjack on 3rd and 3 gets them the first down. Yeah. Yeah. 29 more yards. Monkey Cage. He smashes through a couple of tackles this time. Gains 9. You see, if you had him in the line, you'd be making every Flapjack ball possession a Flapjack Nope run. Tiger Styles runs it for 2. Oh, he'll be gutted. Rocky Melons is playing as runner. It's foggy. They're playing the ground game. Ah, cunning. Glenda Bastard is playing as runner. Well, you don't see that very often. 16 yards gain. Tiger, this time he's got a bit between his teeth. Lovely piece of running from Tiger Styles. That was arguably more stylish than we've seen from Flapjack. As Rocky punches it in for a touchdown, it's 1-1. And there's a fumble. Rocky's picked it up, and that's a touchdown. It's 2-1. Blood Pit have taken the lead. Crumbs. Monkey Cage with the run and gains 7 yards. Mamalou Flex tries a pass. It's deflected by Ramiro Pleasure Dome, and the bouncers have the ball back. Tiger couldn't find anyone to throw to, but managed to avoid the sack. Melons with a good piece of running. What's Rocky Melons doing been good at running? I don't know, but there it is. Styles, sacked by Monkey Cage. 3rd and 15. Melons ran the outside of the line. And he's still going. No one can tackle him. What's going on? 26-yard run there from Rocky Melons. There's an injury. No, it's a fumble. Mamalou Flex recovered the fumble, preventing the touchdown. And Melon Flex have it back. Flapjack gets an 18-yard run. Monkey Cage can't be tackled. Oh, it's one of those. Yeah. And he gets 22 yards. Flex, appearing to want to throw. Doesn't throw, gets 3 yards. Flapjack throws. Caught by Roman Squats, and that is a fast Minotaur. 38-yard gain. Monkey Cage. Big Charles there gaining 12. Flex gains 1. Flapjack. Touchdown. Well, I mean, from that range. Yeah. Tiger's now doing his best impression of someone who's incredibly hard to tackle, because he is. He gains 33 yards. Melons doesn't get anywhere on that one. Glenda gets a very short amount. Tiger on 3rd and 6. Paused to pass there for a moment, then ran it, picks up 11 yards. Melons. It's a real showdown between Tiger Styles and Flapjack Nope in this one. Superstars, both of them. Glenda Bastard with a nice 11 yards, you're not tackling me kind of game. Tiger picks up 7. Here's Melons on 2nd and 3. Melons with a lovely run. It's a touchdown. Blood Pit 3. Melon Flex 2. Here goes Flapjack. They're interchangeable, except one's a goblin, one's a halfling. 6 carries for 107 for Flapjack Nope in this one so far, compared to 6 carries for 57 for Chuck Monkey Cage, who's a fat boy who should sit in the line because his blocking is outstanding. I mean, look, far be it from me to say don't put a fat lad with the ball, because I do it. But in this case, Steve's not that good a blocker, but he is a phenomenal runner. Not as phenomenal as he is a defensive lineman, but that's why he's in the team. Anyway, Flapjack, touchdown. 3-3. Neither side blinking at the moment, apart from Imp Protein there, who's having some kind of moment in the middle of the field rather than making a tackle. Rocky with another nice run gets 13 yards. Glenda doesn't go very far this time. Here comes Tiger. The bouncers past halfway are chasing another score. Tiger picks up 23. It's half time. Who's going to win? It's anybody's flipping guess. Melons on 1st and 10 gets 5. Here comes Glenda, advancing it a little bit further, and Tiger on 3rd and 4 has the touchdown. Bouncers take the lead once more. Flapjack is doing his thing. 32 yards for Flapjack Nope, and Monkey Cage gets 1 whole yard. There's a throw, and it's deflected by Tiger, leaving Flapjack having to get 8. Never mind, 8's not that big a deal. Not these days, no. He's too good these days. He is very good these days. That one's caught by Stu on the Wild. An actual pass has occurred. Flapjack to the end zone, touchdown. Okay, 4-all. Tiger's going. There he goes. Look at him, little tiger legs getting 22 yards. Mellons somehow 8-yard gain. Here comes Glenda, a little bit short, but Tiger's only got 1 yard to go, and he's gone now. And then he's making people miss. Picks up 18. Rocky, 5 yards. Glenda, optimistically running there, not quite outpacing the defense, but Tiger gets the rest of the way and has a lane and a touchdown. 5-4. Yeah. Come on in. Yeah. I want to see one team defend. It was fun for a while. Hold on, we just did. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, no, Blood Pit defended him. Protein there doing another little dance rather than getting himself into a strategically advantageous position. Tiger's now running it. They've got 8 yards to go on third down. It's comfortably achieved. And Tiger's down at the 10. Blood Pit looking to advance their lead to 2, which might be all they need. 6-4. Flapjack, another 16 yards. He's up to 204 in this game off just 14 carries. Glenda comes up with a sack. It's 3rd and 13. Flapjack needs to get there. And he does. Yeah, he's just really hard to tackle. Monkey Cage goes for 1. Flex is a first down. 19 plays to go. The problem with this offense is it just isn't quite quick enough for a come-from-behind victory. But Monkey Cage, on one of his occasional good runs, gets 27 yards. Flex goes nowhere. Here's Nope. He's stuffed at the line, leaving it for Monkey Cage to do. And he stopped on the 0-yard line. The bouncers can put this one to bed as Tiger Styles carries them back the other way, 19 yards. Mellons goes nowhere. Rocky, Glenda. No. Tiger on 3rd and 9 is sacked by Charles Monkey Cage, giving Erg Melonflex one last brief glimpse of potential glory, and Nope is going to take him down to the 1-yard line. Monkey Cage can't get them into the end zone. Flex can't get them into the end zone. Flapjack can't get them into the end zone. But there's the safety. Tiger is tackled for a safety, but it doesn't matter because there's 4 plays left and Blood Pit have the ball again. And they only need to defend for 3 more plays and 40-ish yards. I didn't need to look that far, but that just felt appropriate given at what I was looking at. Rocky gets them the first down. They run timeout. Final score, Blood Pit 6, Erg Melonflex 5. Player of the game is Charles Monkey Cage. 118 rushing, 1 touchdown, but his contribution, 15 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 sacks. Flapjack, 260 yards. Tiger, 260 yards. Perfect result. Tiger Styles, best player of the game for the Bouncers, 67 fan points. 260 rushing, as mentioned, 2 touchdowns, 2 deflections. Okay, yeah. The 2 tiddly little swervy runners. They're tiddly, swervy runners. Colonel Space Agency, yeah. Grunt Auto Group, yeah. Those are the next 2. Right you are. Which do you want to do first? Well, on paper, this one's closer. All right, okay. KSA up against the Sunshine Fun Bus. Sunshine looking for a means of consistency. Haven't found it yet. Colonel Space Agency looking for what happened. Why are we not winning? They are winning, but at the moment it's not looking comfortable for them. Anyway, Colt Rhombus for the Fun Bus will get us underway to get us underway. I don't like the looks of that line, though. No, that is a beefy-looking line. But Rhombus, with a great run, gets 9 yards. Dark mode. Throws. Is caught by Apex Manticore for the first down. Felicia Wintercoat throws to Antonio Rojas for 15 yards. Rhombus over the head of Apex Manticore. Enya complete for 6. Is Wintercoat on 3rd and 4. And it's complete to Rojas again, who'd shoved Rock Hands out of bounds. Oh, dirty. Rojas, touchdown. Nice opening drive. It's Bill Saturno. It's deflected by Colt Rhombus. McClintock intercepted by Rhombus. Hold on. No. It's early doors flukes. No, you see, there you go. Bill Saturno's just intercepted the ball back again. He's quick, isn't he? He's quicker than you think he's going to be. Saturno sacked on first down. Hans gets the catch. Charlie Choo Choo batters through the line and the rest of the players. And that's a 17-yard touchdown. 1-1. KSA asserting themselves following a slight mistiming. That was a very mysterious pass. I'm not entirely sure what was happening. McClintock throws, Hands with the catch. Touchdown, Colonel Space Agency. Rhombus throws, deflected by Hands. Oh, Rock Hands has woken up. Rhombus makes a catch, gets a yard. 3rd and 8, Wintercoat. Good piece of running, gets first down, 12 yards. Rhombus, another first down. Rojas making a catch. Enya throws, caught by Rojas, but he unfortunately steps out of bounds. Wintercoat throws into all kinds of traffic, and Colt Rhombus manages to break for 39. Rhombus now with the ball, touchdown. Sunshine Fun Bus. Hands, there he goes. Yeah, someone ought to be hitting him in the head, so he can't do that. McClintock to Hands. Again, head, hit him. Oh, and now they give it to Choo Choo. Now he hasn't got far to go, but it's 3rd and goal. McClintock is stuffed, and a nice piece of defence there from the Fun Bus. Rojas gains 9, and then gets the next catch for another 22. He's over 100 yards in the game. Wintercoat throws. Hands has picked it off, because of course he is. He's one of the best in the business, but that's his first interception this season. He hasn't played every game. Oh, yeah. 3rd and 6, Charlie Choo Choo stuffed behind the line, and it's another stop from the Fun Bus. Enya throws a good long ball, but Hands is deflecting it. KSA take back over. A close one this so far, but Hands has got the catch and a touchdown. All right, okay, it's not close at all. It's very one-sided. KSA are clearly going to win. Yeah. Rhombus, nice catch and go. Picks up 15 yards. Wintercoat throws. Rojas gets another 6. 2nd and 3. Colt Rhombus, no. 3rd and 4, dark mode. She's going to try running it. No, that's not advisable. No, it didn't work. Okay, KSA take back over. They've got 2nd and 10, and it's deflected by Colt Rhombus. Charlie Choo Choo can't get there. And it's another stop by Sunshine Fun Bus. Sunshine Fun Bus shutting down the bowl champs is heartening. Frankly, heartening. Now, KSA are probably going to win this. But at the same time, this is a very good performance from Sunshine Fun Bus. Apex Manticore picks up 16. Rhombus goes for not a lot. 2nd and 10. It's another catch and another first down. Colt Rhombus. No. Dark mode Enya. No. Felicia Wintercoat throws a stupid pass. There was a wide open play on the other side, and Hands has got his 2nd interception of the game. They throw it to Choo Choo on first down. He doesn't get very far, but who cares? They've got the ball back. Rock goes 17. Then there's a run for nothing. Saturno. That one doesn't go very well either. 3rd and 11, McClintock. Wide open, Rock Hands. Say goodbye to your Rock. 45 yards. Charlie Choo Choo, touchdown. 4-2. But the Fun Bus have kept this close, and Rhombus has been injured by Choo Choo, bringing in the jinx that is John DeCaro. Yeah. Oh no, they see like DeCaro just threw a 0-yard pass. Oh well, that makes all the difference. Anyway, Fun Bus with the ball. They trail 2-4 at the moment, but Felicia Wintercoat is making a solid impression on this game. Fun Bus pulling one back. 4-3. Scorpion Ring. Is that his first play of the game? It might well be. We haven't seen much of 4-3. What do you mean it probably looks like it's for the best? You're playing the bowl champions and you're holding them. It's 4-3. What are you on about, Lion? What? Look at it. You just stuffed them on 3 plays. It's the bowl champs, and if you look at the power rankings, you're bottom, right? They're like number 2 or 1. They're one of those two. How are you not taking this as a massive victory, regardless of outcome? Wolfgang's allowed to be a negative Nancy. You're not. All right. And Wolfgang's not allowed either. We don't do negatives here. Anyway, Scorpion Ring with a good catch for the Space Agency. It's going to go a long way. Well, he's been covered by DeCaro. Yeah. Choo Choo busts through the line and he's in there this time. 5-3. DeCaro gets an 11-yard gain, but that wasn't his doing. That was the receiver. No. We hate John DeCaro because he's rubbish. But his numbers suggest that he's really good, but he's not. He's rubbish. Raz McClintock with a catch for KSA as the fun bus stall out. Ring. There he goes again. Touchdown. Yeah. Okay, there goes Wintercoat again, getting another good catch. How much she got in this game? I don't know. Enya's pass for 140. There goes Rojas on another breakaway. Nice run. Getting 45 yards. He's over 200 in this game. Here goes DeGaro to ruin it for everyone. Oh, well, maybe not. Manticore with a catch for the touchdown. Saturno has not had the best of games. Bill Saturno last season, outstanding. Yeah. There's only 4 yards in it, ladies and gentlemen. Player of the game, unsurprisingly, Rock Hands. 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 6 deflections, 2 interceptions. Whatever he did on offense doesn't really matter. Colt Rhombus, before he got injured, 65 fan points. And that was 3 deflections and an interception. And a little bit of a shake of all the yards that you can muster on offense. Good play by the fun bus. Good, just generally good play. Generally good play. Rock Hands was the difference between the two teams. Yeah, and he's the superstar. Well, yeah. Right, what we got left? Grunt versus Shady Palms. Okie dokie. What do we think? What, Grunt using the ESBL All-Stars up against Shady Palms? Well, they're both in my division, so whoever wins, we all lose. Unless it's Shady Palms. Unless it's the Palms. You've got to keep Grunt off my back for as long as possible. But I don't think it's going to happen. Jovial Impairment, lovely bit of running on first down. Gets 18 yards before ending up out of bounds. Hannibal Panache gets 1. Spack Freely's having a go. Nice throw. Flash Bandit has been injured by Jovial Impairment. Bringing in little bane of my existence, Larissa Tornado. Okay. Freely throws it. Panache drops the ball. 2nd and 10. Jovial. 7 yards gain. 3rd and 3. Panache, don't let me down. It's intercepted by Larissa flipping Tornado. Yeah, that's what she does. She does that. She doesn't look like she's going to, but she does. Larissa Tornado's a flipping nightmare. Clacton throws it to Larissa on 3rd and 10. And she gets a 24-yard first down. Simple Symbol. Veronica Hammock has been injured by Spack Freely. Gendrich Grippy has now subbed in. Tyrone's on my fantasy team. He better play well. Simple Symbol to Tyrone. Tyrone's playing well. Look at all these broken tackles. 23 yards gained. Alundra Blood to the end zone. Larissa Tornado. 1-0 Grunt after 15 plays. Shady Palms have a 3rd and 7. Spack is stopped at the line. Simbil sacked by Rowan Iskeen. Exponential Tyrone gets the first down. Clacton runs it for nothing. Simbil throws it, deflected by Spack. Alundra, no. Good defense there from Shady Palms, who are keeping this one tight for the moment. All right. 3rd and 11. Spack throws. It's caught, but it's only 3 yards, so that's not enough. Tornado makes a catch, evades a bunch of people, gets a first down. 23 yards gained. Alundra Blood to Tyrone. Nice one, Tyrone. Come on, Palms. Clacton Express! Oh, no. I can't clap that. That's mean. That's so mean. He's done for the season. Oh, man. I mean, I celebrate when Mike struggles, but only because Mike's going to kick my face in twice this season. But that was a very expensive purchase that just went out for the year. Ooh, dear. Yeah, hang on, that's a fumble. Tiffany Hoover back to the end zone, touchdown on the scoop and score. It's 4-0, Grunt Auto Group. Oh, that's rough. That's very, very rough. Yeah. Jovial Impairment's been injured by Gendrich Grippy, bringing in Clarence Budgie, the rookie sensation. Yeah. Grippy, touchdown. Oh boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, that's rotten. 5-0 at the moment. Budgie's just made a catch and he's shoved a bunch of players out of the way. Got 24 yards. Budgie now with the ball. Throws it to someone and someone else caught it. Panache gets the first down. Palms into enemy territory. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tyrone gets a deflection. Well, that's going to do his fan points good. Budgie runs it for 4. 3rd and 6. Panache. First down. Palms looking for the end zone. Hold on, Jeff. This is a big game. And it's intercepted by Simple Sim Bill. Shady Palms denied. Bork Tesla's got himself injured. Jeff, shut up. By Analinguistic. 30 Equatorial Mounters subbed in for Shady Palms. Jeff, stow it. Easy. 1 minute. Yeah, what's happening? Grunt have the ball. 40 plays left. They lead 5-0. Tyrone with another nice catch. Why are we not accelerating the game? Just because it's quite hard to look away at the moment. Rowan Isking gets himself injured by Analinguistic. Denial Saddlebag has subbed in. Grippy, meanwhile, has strolled 33 yards closer to the end zone. Tornado with a 0-yard catch. Blood to Gendrich Grippy for the touchdown. 6-0. Let's activate the misery ender. Nice catch and go from Kira. Rage quit. Yeah. Blood with a deflection. Good running from Ferdy. Gets a first down. Hooverbag comes up with her second sack of the game. Blood with a deflection. And there's the interception. And it's Tyrone. So glad he's on my team this week. Yeah. I got Steve and I got Tyrone. Beautiful. Yep. Tyrone's doing it all for us. Tornado gets him close. Kira Rage Quit has been injured by Gendrich Grippy. It is now 7-0. Yeah. I'm not kidding. It's an all-star team. Yeah, Grunt. It's not Linger Blend all-stars. It's the Grunt Auto Group all-stars. Until, inevitably, some of those stars get themselves really badly dinged up. Tyrone's just injured someone. Margaret Ann Sprinkles has been injured by Exponential Tyrone. Mighty Buffon is now in the lineup. This does seem like some kind of honour-based revenge that is being inflicted as a result of Clacton Express being denied for the rest of what is probably a bowl contending season. Yeah. Simbill into the end zone. That was Alundra Blood. I don't think there was a fumble in there. But I mean, maybe Simbill was blocking or some such. 3 plays to go. Grunt have got this one. Yeah. Tyrone, touchdown. 10-0. Yeah, a little bit. Grunt Auto Group 10, Shady Palms 0. Alundra Blood 99 fan points. 7 touchdowns, 168 passing, 3 deflections. For the Shady Palms, Spack Freely 25 fan points, -6 of those on offense, but he did injure someone. So there's that. Yeah, Tyrone, 94. Linguistic, 73. Grippy, 71. Hooverbag, 52. Larissa, 44. Simple Simbill, 37. Ford Sporks, the only player on the final lineup at Grunt Auto Group to be outscored by Spack Freely. That's just mean. Yeah, 2 games to go. Which one do we think's closer? Well, based on the record, Volcamus Beekeepers. Right then. Budget versus the Toy Masters. Are the Toy Masters still the big dog of the division? They are at the moment. But Budget are here to prove they are not. I'm going to let this get started and feed the cat. Come on, Jeffy. Scrag. Vitamins with an 18-yard run. Toy Masters in possession. There goes Klep Bossman. Anything happened so far? No. Okay, Stochastic with the deflection. Is Vitamins to the end zone. Toy Masters taking the lead after 8 plays. Okay, Capsicum Disco in the lineup. Gets an 11-yard go. And again, first down for 10. Fenchurch, who's starting at runner in this one. That's a choice. Good throw out there to Grim Pricks, who picks up 25 yards. Grim Pricks, player with a lot of potential. Capsicum drops the ball. Necropolis gets 6. It's 3rd and 3. Turtle Wax, complete to Disco. Disco doesn't look that good. I mean, caught a couple, and they're both in the teens. But usually, Capsicum Kid Disco catches the ball and then pile drives through 15 or 16 players on a gentle trundle to the end zone. Capsicum's getting old. Kenny Respect with the 3rd and 9 attempt doesn't get there. Budget taking some time to reconsider their offensive options. Stochastic throws to Turtle Wax and it doesn't get the first down. Toy Masters back in. Here comes Benny Sausages and that's 25 yards. Vitamins. Evade, throw, Sausages, takes off and heads downtown. 36 yards gained. Kenny Respect throws it away. Underworld on 2nd and 10 throws it away. Here's Vitamins, stuffed at the line. Back over to Budget. Turtle Wax, deflected by CDC. Necropolis, sacked by Dave Caustic. 3rd and 13. Disco, got the catch. And off and moving. Klep Bossman brings him down, but he's gone 28 yards. Turtle Wax throws for 3. Tarzan throws. Capsicum with the catch. 28 yards gained. We're starting to look a little bit more Capsicum Disco now. Turtle Wax throws it. Capsicum with another catch. Breaks the tackle, gets 19. End zone is right there. And Stochastic's in there. 2-1 Budget. It is a warm old day. It is a warm old day. Yeah. Okay. Klep Bossman making an appearance. Picks up 25 off a respect pass. Bossman again. Breaks a few tackles. He ain't quick, but he's doing the do. Scrag through the centre of the line where there seems to be line dominance coming from the Toy Masters, and Bossman's in the end zone for the touchdown. Turtle Wax gets a 5-yard pass off. That one's thrown away by Necropolis, who didn't fancy it. Stochastic sacked by Dave Caustic. Back over to the Toy Masters. Bossman, he's got another one. And he's got another one. 43-yard touchdown from Klep Bossman. A sack from Dave Caustic. Here comes Necropolis. A throw to Beyond. Stochastic throws. Is deflected by Respect, who was in there. Apparently, somewhere. Couldn't see him, but he was in that melee of receivers. Hold on, it's a fumble. Spiny has forced a fumble on the Toy Masters, and the roadies have got to go. Hold on, no, they've thrown it back to the other team. Kenny Respect with the interception. Is Underworld throws. Bossman touchdown. 4-2 Toy Masters. Yeah, you've got to do something about Bossman, you see. He's too difficult to tackle, so your best advice is don't let him catch it in the first place. End zone. Benny Sausages has got himself injured by Capsicum Disco. Interesting. There was something happening there that ended up in a double turnover. Regardless, Budget have scored. It's 4-3. Toy Masters in possession. Scrag gets an 8-yard carry. Kenny. He's going. Yep. 11 yards gain. Toy Masters looking like they're on a promising drive. Here's Cruise Control, who's come in off the bench. Picks up a few, gets a first down. Vitamins gets nowhere. Respect throws. Control. Touchdown. That's only Cruise Control's 2nd career touchdown. I'm pretty sure he's been in the league since forever. Disco. Catch and go. Budget trailing by 2 right now. Fenchurch runs it for 4. Is Turtle Wax on 2nd and 5. Intercepted by Respect. His 5th interception of the year. Oh, you can't let him get away with that. Well, he is one of the star players this week, and I think this rather indicates where that star has been earned. By being a halfway decent, short, two-way player. Yeah. Has he got another one? No, Scrag's intercepted one. That's his first interception of the year, and that makes it 6-3. Budget now have to do something dramatic. Not that. Kenny Respect has got another one. 4 interceptions in the game for Kenneth Respect. Underworld, Bossman, touchdown, 7-3. And this one can be turned over to the gods of, I think we're done here. Flipping Kenny, flipping Respect. Yeah. Scrag Vitamins, touchdown. Woof. Yeah. For a little while there, but then inevitably. Yeah. Grim Pricks with a good catch gets 21. Necropolis throws. It's deflected by Respect. Respect is going to have an unholy score coming out of this one. Tarzan Necropolis has picked one off, which means that Budget pull one back. Capsicum gets the touchdown, but it's not there. No. Respect is on the run. He's got himself 15 yards gained, but it wasn't enough for the first down. 6 plays left in this one. I mean, it's possible, but it's not plausible. 2nd and 6, Turtle Wax Disco, touchdown. 8-6. Underworld throws one away. Best move. Yeah. Cruz. He's making the most of actually being on the field, and this is a lovely run. 50 yards gained by cruise control there. Scrag, 14 yards. And that's the ball game. Toy Masters 8, Budget 6. Kenny Respect 106 fan points. Only just got player of the game, 5 deflections, 4 interceptions. That is a rarefied bit of pass defence. The Toy Masters, well known as a pass defence-y kind of a team. Of course, their last great pass defence is dead. So, draw your own conclusions. 82 passing yards and a lot of defence. Capsicum Disco for the Roadies, 280 receiving, 4 touchdowns, 16 tackles. An injury-inflicted tackle for loss and sack. Okay. Last game of the week is the Volcamoose Saints up against the Beekeepers. On paper, based on the record this season, you're going to go, whoa, Beekeepers could run them close. No. This is Chris Biscuit's house, okay? Whatever you think you're doing, Chris Biscuit is going to do it better. Okay, Beekeepers are going to start first. They are celebrating a beautiful day for some Brutalball by giving the ball to Hank Massive. He breaks a couple of tackles but only gets 4 yards. Freemason throws to Rolf Henchucker, who is the most selected player in the fantasy football. Hank on the run on first down, evading just about everybody, gets 20 yards. Oti throws. Henchucker drops the flipping ball. Ted Shirley runs it for nothing. Hank runs it for nothing, and that's the end of the drive. Okay, let's see if the Beekeeper defence is up to much. It's already 3rd and 8. Kremp Inquisitor throws to Viggy the Viking, and that's a first down. Viking now with the ball. No. Spangles Hunkerdome, giving it a spin. Good evasion, gets 6, 3rd and 4. Inquisitor to Dickberg. First down for 13. Viking completes that one out to Slop Ridges for another 12. Hunkerdome gets that one out of Dickberg for another 20. Inquisitor. Touchdown? No, Ridges dropped it. Viking down to the 1 yard line. Hunkerdome on 3rd and goal. Has the score. 1-0 Volcamoose, but it took him 18 plays to get there. Oti on 2nd and 8. Throws deep downfield to Mini Sabotage, who's going to chalk up some yards in her chalk book of yardage. 58 of them. Hank on 2nd and 8, evading just about everybody. Has he got the legs? He does indeed. 1-1. Beekeepers pulling it back there from some great offense. Hunkerdome throws. Viking with the catch. 7 yards gained. Inquisitor 3rd and 2. Caught by Dickberg. Henchucker could have deflected that, but he didn't. No, but it's Erlen Dickberg who's really good. Sabotage with the deflection. 2nd and 10. Hunkerdome picks up 5. Inquisitor on 3rd and 5 is stopped. Okay. Beekeepers take it back again. A deflection from Viking. Freemason throws. It's a bad throw. Ted Shirley on 3rd and 10. Ted, he's got space. He's got the first down. Hank on 1st and 10 picks up 2. Here's Freemason, 2nd and 7. The Beekeepers actually doing a solid job at providing line protection. The defensive line efforts from Volkamoose, not all that right now. Mini Sabotage catches behind the line of scrimmage but gets the first down anyway. Ted Shirley on 1st and 10 is nothing showing. Hank, he goes on 2nd and 11, gets 9 yards. Oti on 3rd and 1. It's intercepted by Viking. It was another bad throw as well. It was not on target. And that was probably why it was intercepted. 3rd and 8, Inquisitor is short of the first down. Beekeepers lose nothing. Inquisitor's been injured by Kathy Glowpad. Sad Lurch has subbed in for the Volkamoose as Ted Shirley is taken off downfield for the Beekeepers. All right, Shirley on 1st down, picks up 3 yards. Hank, 2nd and 6. Good throw, Sabotage, touchdown. 2-1 Beekeepers. No, yes. Okay, Dick Berg makes a 6-yard catch. Ridges goes for 10. Here is Lurch. Not a lot to show for that one. Viking completes to Lurch. This is more promising. 27 yards gained off the pass as we hit half time and the Beekeepers are up 2-1, but there's a whole half of sport still to go. Manfred Textures with the tackle for loss. Lurch, managing to evade trouble, gets a first down. Textures has got himself injured by Demetrius Gafford, and Karina Very has subbed in for the Beekeepers, but they've got a 3rd and 5 and Lurch has got to try and do it. He's done it. Viking, 1st and 10. Caught at the 1-yard line by Dick Berg, and there's the tying touchdown to Ridges. Oh, it's a banger. 12 yards from Massive. That's an incomplete pass. Shirley on never mind. 3rd down, Hank. I don't think he's got it. No, he hasn't. 7-yard gain for Hank Massive, but it's not enough. The Saints take over. But there's the interception, and it's Rolfie Henchucker who's picked it off. And then he's just refusing to be tackled. Beekeepers have got it back again, and Hank's going for the end zone, and he's got a touchdown, 22 yards, as Hunkerdome drops the ball when Volkamoose take back over. It's intercepted again. Mini Sabotage has picked this one off, and Hank's going for the end zone. He's not going to get there. He's not going to get there. Freemason, Hank Massive touchdown. 4-2 Beekeepers. Well, I happen to know the coach of the Beekeepers, and he was giving it all that about how he reckoned he might have a chance. And I was going, it's the Saints, man. There's no chance. You're not going to beat the Saints. And with 30 plays to go, the Saints pull one back. Massive runs it for 3. Then Henchucker makes a lovely catch and breaking tackles and run. Ted Shirley goes for 6. Here's Massive. He's got himself another first down, and he's still breaking tackles, gets a 19. Freemason throws. Henchucker with a good catch, breaks more tackles to the end zone. Rolf Henchucker, but Oti Freemason has been injured by Chris Biscuit. Dirty Woods is now in the lineup. On the plus side, Woods is a better defender. Anyway, they made another stop, and Hank's just got them another first down. Here comes Woods' first play. There is another injury down there. It looks like Sad Lurch is down. Zerwin Trumpets intercepted the ball. Kathy Glowpad getting her 2nd of the game. Chirp Scott has subbed in. Okay. But the Beekeepers have a 2. Slot Ridges has been injured by Mini Sabotage. It's a bloodbath. There's Cogent Wang. First play on the field, and it's a touchdown. 15 plays left. Beekeepers. Chirp Scott's been injured by Kathy Glowpad. Xavier Sensation has subbed in. Okay, what is it? It's 2nd and 14. Beekeepers with the ball and the lead, and 12 plays to go. Hank Massive gets them an important first down. Woods throws. Henchucker with the catch. A touchdown on this drive, and they might win this, you know. Even without a touchdown on this drive, they might win this. And that's the best play of the game from Ted Shirley. 19 yards. Beekeepers 6. Volkamoose 4. All right, okay. Dick Berg catches the 19-yarder. Hippie Impact comes up with her, there. You're always safe with there. 99th sack of an illustrious career. 4 plays left, and Volkamoose are not going to do it. 2 plays. It's 2nd down. The Beekeepers have the ball, and a combination of excellent play from the runners of the Beekeepers. mixed with takeaways, frankly. Final score, Beekeeper 6, Volcamoose 4. The first of our undefeated teams has fallen. Mini Sabotage is player of the game, only 62 fan points, 90 receiving, 1 touchdown, 1 injury, 1 interception, 2 deflections. Vicky the Viking for the Saints, 54 fan points, 163 passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 deflections, 1 interception. I can almost hear him cheering because he's going, playoffs. His team haven't been to the playoffs since he's been in charge, and he's now pleased. Stegonauts have got themselves a bounty opportunity up against Cheerio Incorporated. Troy Oktoberfest, yeah. Trenton Trinity, yeah. Alan Twerp. Really? Yeah. No. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. To the spoiler zone. Is there a Stegonaut in the house? Fernando, I didn't see you earlier on, but you might be here. Yep. No, we are Stegonauts present. Okay. Then I will have a little slurp of my diet beverage, which is clearly incredibly effective. Rejected. The appeal is needed. Okay. Red Star Pathfinders coach Keith Flapp would like to spend 500 quid on a counsellor. You spend 500 quid, you gain an appeal, and personality improves. I mean that's an always go for it, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm pretty certain that that's a always go for it. Anyway, we will wait and see what the choice is. See, you're supposed to say, I'm not going to be in today if you're not going to be in today. It just makes my life a little bit easier, because otherwise I have to go to the accursed manager moments decision thread and trying to find out if you've made a decision. Manager moments. Oh no, Royston's in the house. It's to spend the money. Good answer, right answer. Thank you, Royston. Spend the money. Boink. There's locker room friction. At the Wizard Hole Wizards. Lenny Luxury thinks that Winters Probiscus is a scrub and should be released from the team. Otherwise, the team will lose 2 appeal and Lenny Luxury will lose 2 morale. Indeed. Yeah. I mean, we know Lenny Luxury is a starter. Yes. What else do we know? We know that we haven't really seen Winters Probiscus play particularly. Well, he's a rookie. He's a rookie prospect. He's got good stamina. His brutality's nice. He's got okay blocking. But Kevin says, get shot of him. All right, he's gone. Winters Probiscus is indeed deemed a scrub. Failure Woods. Winters Probiscus has just become available. Interesting opportunity. Interesting opportunity at Failure Wood. What is he on? Minimum wage. Minimum wage. Oh, it would be nice if we could set minimum wage in the new game. Joe, if you got your ears on, could add it to the mod podge, as they say. Ims doesn't play anymore, Wolfgang. Ims has quit. Yeah. He occasionally swings by just to see how his old homies are doing. Mikey says, get him on the team. All right, thank you, Mikey. And that's that. I've had a training event. I've had a training event on a starter. No, you're absolutely. I mean, I'm just going to wait for the comments in the chat, because you're going to see it. You're going to see it. It won't take you long to see it, because it's flipping highlighted in flipping purple. You're going to see it, and the level of just there you go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, all right. Training this week. Hank Donk at the Bulldozer Powers. Blocker number 3. Woohoo! Yeah. Has improved. Shady Palms, jovial impairment. Got injured. Did some training. Got home early. Managed to get some more gym time. And then a player you may or may not ever see in the league because, frankly, they're rubbish. But Flapjack Nope at Melonflex has just been training again. Flipping Nora. Rudy Arms Length at the Stegonauts has had a bit of training, but he's not a starter. Eva Composite at the Fire Chefs. That's a good one. At Blood Pit, Party Boy has improved as well. At Budget, Viscount Heat has made everybody just a little bit happier. Yeah. Again, nothing for us, says Vec. What, Vec? There's like 6 teams there. So frankly, that's 26 teams for which there is nothing. I mean, you're in the majority by a long, long, long way. Stardozer's Engelbert Loudmouth, we already knew about him, but he's hurt the team's mood on everything. At the Pathfinders, Keep Flap has spent money on a head shrinker. Matteo Falcone has improved his greed. Activity Tallahassee is more loyal. Wheelhouse, better dedication. Frog Plots, I love Frog Plots, has got improved reliability. Gary Robber has got better acceptance. Slam Egypt has improved his morale, and Rachie Scabrous has got improved leadership. I can't wait to see Rachie Scabrous play. She's going to be proper fast and a proper good gunner. Yeah, at some point. There we go. The Voo Boys, Aurora Sunflare has helped Alvin Government out with a grubby shoot. Best not to ask. Alvin Government has improved up to 60-hole starter rating, which isn't great. But the team appeal has improved. What have we got? Past deflections this week. Madame Pompadour at the Sweaty Marsupials with 8. Tackles for loss. It was Flint Savant at the Wretched Minstrels who picked up 3 of those. Big Steve Murray with 4 sacks for Bulldozer Power. Kenny Respect, 4 interceptions at the Toy Masters. Savant also got the number of tackles overall with 16 for the Minstrels. Defensive Player of the Week, though, Kenny Respect. Yeah, not surprising. Then Pancakes, Big Rod McGurk at the Bongolia Sea Raiders. 94 pancakes. That's why they ran well. Receiving yards, Julio Lobster at BDP with 359. Rushing yards, Mikey Heimlich, 271 at the Sea Raiders. Tim Vanken put up 374 passing yards for Failurwood Hills, which also gives him the top total yards for the week. But the Offensive Player of the Week, Julio Lobster at Bulldozer Power. But the overall Player of the Week didn't win any single category, which means he's an all-rounder. And that's Rock Hands at the Colonel Space Agency, who managed to beat some Sunshine Fun Bus, which, you know, that's not that hard. Next week, same again. Yeah, it's the rematches next week, and that will leave only one divisional opponent for each team still to contend with. But let's have a quick look at the standings in the Smooth Division. We're not yet halfway through the season. This is early doors looking at the standings. Stardozer are top in the Smooth. In the Zesty, Beekeepers are tied now with Volcamoose, although Volcamoose have got a significant number more points scored. But hey, Beekeepers currently in the wildcard spot. In the Sloganator, the Toy Masters are still undefeated, but they'll be beaten. Don't worry. They've got to play me. Battle Plan. Blood Pet Bouncers are number 1, but they're only ahead by a little. In the Fire Brigade, BDP are number 1 right now, but Grunt Auto Group are also in that division. In the Wood Chipper, Failurwood and KSA are locked at the top, almost locked at the top. Failurwood are leading it at the moment, but KSA look as good as KSA looked last season. In the Whoop Whoops, the Sports Ball Union are number 1 ahead by a good chunk, as are the Nomads in the Reduced Division. This week, but the other way around. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Catch you next time. Cheerio. Button.